door. Loud like a jag-off at a pins game fight. Brace yourself, this ride ain't polite. Two dumb Yinzers, loud and proud. Heads in the clouds, voices in the crowd. Chaos brewing, they don't play nice. Hold on to your iron and grab your prime anti-slice. Tales from the burg with a hint of mayhem. Pierogi powered, nothing can constrain them. Knocking back stories like an icy cold brew. You never know what these two might spew. Two dumb Yinzers, loud and proud. Heads in the clouds, voices in the crowd. Chaos brewing, they don't play nice. Hold on to your iron and grab your prime anti-slice. Tales from the burg with a hint of mayhem. Pierogi powered, nothing can constrain them. Knocking back stories like an icy cold brew. You never know what these two might spew. Two dumb Yinzers, loud and proud. Heads in the clouds, voices in the crowd. Chaos brewing, they don't play nice. Hold on to your iron and grab your prime anti-slice. Rivers collide where the laughs always flow. Black and gold thunder everywhere they go. The madcap kings breaking every mold. With two dumb Yinzers, the stories don't get old. Two dumb Yinzers, loud and proud.
Yeah, everybody, welcome back to the show. This be a big one. This is Pittsburgh Pirates Thursday. Yeah, just kidding, everybody. Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back to the show. This is episode 1014 of the Two Dumb Yinzers, and this marks the first football game of the Pittsburgh Steelers for their 2026 campaign. This preseason game tonight with Green Bay Packers coming to visit our Pittsburgh Steelers at Acrisure Stadium goes down at 7 o'clock p.m. Mike, it's been well over 200 days since we played a meaningful football game. This one isn't meaningful, however, it is a football game for our Steelers. How are you today, my friend?
I'm beyond fired up. Like when you said it was a Pittsburgh Pirates Thursday, I was ready to jump through the screen. And today's the day of days. And you do not make jokes on D-Day, my friend. This is, yes, it's a preseason game, but my God, it is Steelers football on my screen.
We was certainly waiting for this for a very long time, Mike. We
Taste it.
We talked Steelers all off season. We are ready. I'm ready. I'm more ready than I've ever been. I got to be honest with you. Again tonight, Steelers back at it. 7 o'clock kickoff. Welcome back to the show. Glad to see everybody today. Glad to see Steel Loyal in the house. Glad to see Bingo, Winchester, Cody, Richard, everybody. Welcome to the show. Lots of things to get into today as the Steelers kick it off tonight to kick off, again, their preseason season. Mike, this is, I don't know, I never kept track of things like this, but we play all three teams in the preseason this year that we met last year during the regular season. Again, I don't really keep track of this usually, but it was just something that I observed when I was looking at who we play in the preseason. And I got to be honest with you, again, it's just something strange and weird, and maybe nobody else in the world would have ever thought of it. But again, Mike, all three teams this preseason are rematches from last season, and we went 1-2 in those three games.
Time to extract some revenge, even if it is preseason. God damn it. Let's get out there and win this game. But no, that is weird. We don't have the Panthers this year, do we?
We do not, which is weird.
Yes, and that's throwing me off a little bit right there as well. I'm not liking that part of the change that we've had this offseason, but dude, I'm ready to go, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm just so ready. Yes, it's gonna be vanilla, but my God, it's gonna give you a taste of what they're gonna do. It's completely different offense, different defense, different coaching style. So it's going to be helpful to you can have the groundwork of what the expectations of how this team's going to look going into the regular season. So it's useful for the fans this year. We're getting to see what's new, what's different, and how it all goes.
Yeah, baby, that's right. We're back. I do want to say welcome also to Tortilla, to Jen. Jen, Mike, is now goated. She is, of course, Yinzer Jen. She's Yinzer Jen, the OG. OG Yinzer Jen. I think we're going to have to go with OG Queen Yinzer Jen. I like that even better.
Mm-hmm.
Lots to get into today, guys. Welcome back to the show. This is episode 1014. We don't have any countdown days left till the Green Bay Packers game, of course. Within about 7 hours, we're going to be getting ready to kick this football off tonight in Acrisure Stadium right here in Western Pennsylvania. So much. What's up, Sick? Great seeing you as well, my friend. Everybody, welcome to the show. It's a big one today. The game itself, not big, but you know what? The Steeler fans and Steeler Nation, Mike, it is a big one. Not only for the reason we're ready to see football, which we are, but again, we get an opportunity to look at a lot of these young players, these rookies, undrafted free agents, also free agents, trades, a lot of different personnel on this team this year, Mike. And this is where it gets big for us because we get a little bit better of an idea of what our football team is going to be looking like as these meaningful games do start to pop up on the schedule here in a few weeks. So again, this is big, Mike. Again, I don't know if every other football city is like this. I'm sure there's people in every town that are, but at the end of the day, this is a monumental game because again, we start to learn things about our team that we're going to need to know for the next 6 months, Mike, because again, today is the first of 20. We have 20 guaranteed games this year, 3 in the preseason, 17 in the regular season, hopefully more after this, but 20, Mike, this is game 1 of 20. Here we go, baby. Here we go.
Here we go. Let's start off right. I'm not looking for a win. A win would be nice, but I'm looking for clean execution.
Absolutely.
That's what the coaching staff has been preaching all week: clean execution. And I want to see that carry over, man. I understand, like, once those, third, fourth team gets in, it might get a little choppy, a little messy. Okay, but, like, from that, from what we're going to see in the first 2 drives in the first half, those guys right there are probably going to be the majority of the 53-man roster. I want to see those guys crisp, clean, no pre-snap penalties, and very few missed assignments. I'm going to allow for some wiggle room on that as a brand new offense, but with the pre-snap penalties, let's keep that to a minimum with those first groups and get out healthy.
Absolutely. Getting out healthy is big. I do want to welcome everybody that is walking through the door. I do want to say what's up to Dude. John in the house. Always great seeing Dude, especially on game day. My man, Raul. Raul got something pretty funny on his board. He drove past Munkin's house, and there was a ceramic horse head in the trash wrapped in a 2 jersey. My man, Raul in the house. Also, I want to say welcome to Yinzer Joe. Everybody, welcome to the show. Welcome back. We have a lot to get into today. The Steelers, they made a big key signing since the last time we talked. Also, Mike, we have a lot of things. We have the new depth chart. We have the breakdown of what quarterbacks and how the quarterbacks are going to be set out on the field tonight to play for the Steelers. And also a little leak into some of the trouble that we have had lately with penalties in practice. I have a little bit of information on that, plus the big matchup, Mike, amongst many matchups, the matchup between all these 2 young quarterbacks to see how they play tonight. Again, we'll get into the order that we will see them here in just a moment, but I do want to get everybody in the door that is coming in. Tortilla, Steel Sick, everybody, guys, welcome back to the show. That's right. Big news off the top as Steel Loyal has it right on the terrible board right there. We do have E-Rob back. That's right. Former Steeler Elandon Roberts is back. And Mike, I love this more. I love this more than anything. I love this more. You know where my problems were with this team. It was in that middle 5 on the defensive side of the ball. And just like that, Mike, I looked at my phone and I seen Elandon Roberts coming back. This is a guy that we need. Listen, I'm not saying he's going to get in there and take over anybody's job, but you need a thumper in the middle. Queen is a bit sketchy as of late. And, of course, if Peyton Wilson doesn't live back up to that standard that was given to him, we're certainly going to need a little help. And I think that Elandon Roberts might be the right guy for a couple of reasons. He did play under Patrick Graham's defense just last year. And 2, he is familiar with the team around him. So a couple of advantages that I do think that we have bringing Elandon Roberts back. Mike, I love this move. I love it. I love this move.
So do I. It sucks seeing him go last year. I understood the thought process. He's getting older. Let's get younger. Didn't work out, and now they rectified it, bringing him back in. And just watching some of his highlights again, plays where he wasn't even making a tackle, you would just watch the pulling guard go, and there comes E-Rob. Not like I'm not going to make it's. He knew he wasn't going to make the tackle. He's like he would launch himself numerous times in a game into the pulling guard, and the next thing you know, the play breaks down, and there's a swarm of guys there. We need that type of guy back here who's just willing to lay it all out on the line, do the dirty work so everyone else can get the glory. I love having E-Rob back. He played last year with Raiders under Patrick Graham, so he knows kind of what system Graham's going to deploy. So he's going to know the terminology. He's going to probably know most of the plays because going to run a similar system that he ran with the Raiders here, hybridize it with what the Steelers do well. So Roberts already knows what the Steelers do well. He knows the guys. This is a plug-and-play fix right here.
Absolutely.
You can put him next to Queen. You can put him next to Peyton Wilson. And you can even put him next to Cole Holcomb if you need to. Like, he allows those guys to do the playmaking stuff. And then also to be there to just do the dirty work.
And then also, Mike, another concern of mine was the thinning inside linebacker core. Of course, what if one of the two main guys go down? Then again, you were depending on solely Cole Holcomb, Malik Harrison, Carson Bruner. So again, bringing in that veteran player to play in the middle of that defense, again, I think is huge. Mike, I can list about 5 things right off the top of my head that is an advantage to bringing Mr. Roberts back to this team. I'm happy. I'm very happy. I'm excited, Mike. There was something missing in that middle. And again, there's nothing that we could do, go out and make any kind of outrageous moves. So in Elandon Roberts, I think he fits in perfect with what we're doing. I love it. Let's get back to the board, see what everybody's up to as they walk through the door. Again, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may be. Welcome back to the show, guys. This is game day, the first game day of the year, one of 20, hopefully more back all the way in January. We'll get some more at the back end of the schedule. I do want to say what's up to Just Learning in the house. Also, I do want to say Be the Beast in the house. I do want to say welcome to you. Glad to have you here on the Terrible Board. Jump on in. Do your thing, man. Let's get to the top of the board, Mike. I want to say what's up to everybody. Right here, Richard. My man, always great seeing Richard on game day. He says, here we go. That's right, baby. Always great to see you, my friend. I hope everything's going good for you. Hope you found your terrible towel, pulled out the jersey, and are ready to go. Also, I just seen Kenneth walking through the door. Great seeing you, my friend. Kenneth Jones in the house. Cody says, today is a holiday. This is a holiday. It truly is, my friend. It really, truly, honestly is. And I'm glad to celebrate it with all you guys. I really am. Cody says this tortilla stupid took yesterday off. Tortilla doing tortilla things. That's all right. I seen Tortilla walk through the door here just a moment ago, so I'm over it. I'm over it. Let's go to Steel Loyal. Boys, what's up, my man? Great seeing Steel Loyal all the way from North Carolina, coming up the coast to talk some Steelers, getting ready for this first preseason game of the year against the Green Bay Packers on the North Shore. Bingo Winchester, Mike, with all capital letters, says, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready to go. Right there with you, Bingo. Let's go here to Jen. She says, let's fucking go. And that is the Queen. That is Queen. OG Queen. Jen right there in the house. Let's say what's up to Tortilla. Mike Tortilla says, what's up? My man. Also, I do want to say, as I see them walking in, what's up to RB from the show? What's up to Mark Malone, the man, the myth, the mustache, Mike? It is on like Donkey Kong. Everybody's excited. I can see it. I can feel it. I can just tell the aura. The word that these kids use nowadays, the aura. And the thing about the aura, that was always a word. Now they're just really using it, you know?
Yeah. But everything is now defined by aura. Like,
yeah.
He's not a good player. I mean, look at his aura. His uniform's ugly. Oh, this guy's a great player. Look at his aura. It's awesome. And it's usually the other way around.
Right.
The shittier the aura, the better the player.
Derpy has that aura like Pigpen on the Peanuts. You know how he always had that dust ball that flew around him everywhere he walked? That is Derpy's aura, if I've ever seen. Let's continue on the board right here. Let's go to Steel Loyal. Steel Loyal, he is, I think Cody said, what, no Panthers, but they are not on the schedule this year. As Steel Loyal is saying, it is the Packers, the Bills, and the Jets. All 3 teams that we did play last year. Again, I don't know how often that happens. Again, I've never really paid much attention. Yeah. Let's go to Sick Jones from all the way across the country, from 3,000 miles away. He says, good morning, motherfuckers. He says, today's the fucking day. Let's fucking go. Got my Debo Bumblebee on, pissing off these rainy city bitch pigeons with the terrible towel, guys. Looking good, my friend. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Getting ready to kick things off tonight against those Packers. Let's go here to Dude. Afternoon, fellas. Let's get this. Let the season begin. Here we go. That's right. Good seeing you, Dude. Game day, brother. Seeing all these faces, these names. It truly gets me excited, Mike. I'm riding this. I was excited coming in, But after seeing people pop in and seeing they're in the same mood that I'm in, it really gets you excited, especially as you continue on. Let me go to Steel Loyal Ryan in his TJ jersey. And you know what? I wore this today because my son got this for me. He grabbed this for me for my birthday just last month. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to preseason game 1 comes. Game 1, I am going to wear it. So I do got the Watt jersey on today. Let's go with Raul right here. I'm going to repeat this message. Mikey says, I drove past Munkin's house and there was a ceramic horse head in the trash wrapped in a 2 jersey.
I love it.
Let's come back to Cody. Cody says, feels like we played Carolina every year. Tomlin was we sure did. We played Carolina a lot in preseason. I do want to welcome also Aaron Jade, just coming into the door. My friend, welcome to the show. Welcome to the Terrible Board. Getting ready for game 1 of 20. That's guaranteed to us. Hopefully more at the end of that run again, but we will see. Let's continue right here to the original OG Yinzer Joe. Hey, what's up, Yinzer family? What's up? Great seeing Yinzer Joe in the house. I know he's ready. Sick Jones says 20-0. I love it. I love the prediction. 20-0. Also, Jen says, what's your over and under on penalties? Reports say our boys are not disciplined. You know what? That's what we've been hearing as well. We'll talk a little bit about that today. And we do have overs and unders today. So that is back as well. It's back. E-Rob is back also, Mike. Still loyal. Highlighting that. E-Rob is back. With flames. That's right. Trade ASJ. Cody is saying E-Rob now be popping. Jen, homies, Justin, just learning. I'm sorry. Trade JPJ, Yinzer Joe saying, let's go here to Be the Beast. Again, I do want to say welcome to the show. Glad to have you here. He says, Cody would we trade an amazing depth piece at corner when we're trying to win a chip. That is right up Cody's alley. Welcome to the show. You're fitting right in so far. Just jump on in, brother. Let's go here to Steel Loyal. Show me some E-Rob. Yinzer Joe says E-Rob is familiar with the defense. The coordinator is going to run so he can start tomorrow. Let's go to Just Learning. He says trade JPJ for who? JPJ McCarthy? Let's go down. Let's come right here to it's a new defense, Mike. Let's go here to Kenneth. Kenneth says glad to get back E-Rob, or glad to get E-Rob back. Sorry. Seeing Mark Malone, he says, looking forward to seeing Asante Samuel Jr. and Dalen Everett. RB says Steelers have been in contact with the Packers in regard to a potential trade for cornerback Carrington Valentine. That is interesting. Thank you for that scoop, RB. Saw that RB is what Steel Loyal is saying. Could be interesting, and it could be because sometimes, Mike, after you play a team, and you decide you want to figure something out, maybe a move with Green Bay wouldn't be too far down the road if in fact that ends up formulating. So we'll certainly keep an eye on that. Let me grab a few more, Mike, and then you can make a comment on a few of these messages before we continue on. Mark Malone says this. He says they're preparing for the JPJ holdout. Also, RB says, yeah, I don't like the situation at all, but they have a number they want to pay, and he has a number he wants, and it's not close at all, and no one wants to budge. Tortilla says, oh, these nuts. That's right, baby. Tortilla in the house. All the way from Sacramento, California. Just Learning says, when someone holds out, they pull something. Hope I'm wrong. Steel Loyal follows that up by saying this seems to be the same situation holding up Gonzo's contract. RB, just even if they don't get hurt, they are always slow to start as well. Aaron with the message of messages, Mike. Here we go. Steelers with the Rockets. There it is on the Terrible Board. Let's go to Steel. Steel says this. All these cornerbacks want to get paid. Let me grab one more, and then I'll let you jump in on anything that you've seen to this point, Mike. Right here, RB says these cornerbacks are stuck in a dick measuring contest with these contracts, like getting a few extra bucks. Then the next guy really means shit, Mike. Anything you've seen so far?
I'm ready for some football. That's all I care about. I don't care about who we potentially may or not be trading for the JPJ conversations. For me, I've said what I've said about that. If they get Valentine, that's cool. I could care either way. I couldn't care less either way. They bring him in, they don't bring him in. I'm just ready to watch a fucking football game.
That's right. It is game day, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Just Learning says Derpy has a gay aura. Derpy has a gay aura. Let's go here to Yinzer Joe. He says, I can see them making the trade for Valentine because no one was budging on the JPJ. And will that complicate things just a little further if they would make this move? Because then again, what do you do? So just maybe this shows their hand, perhaps, on how far along they are with JPJ. So,
or is Jalen Ramsey more banged up than they are letting on? He has a knee injury that we have not heard zero updates about.
Let's go to RB. Also, I am the only one that thinks Gonzo might have some sugar in his tank. Still loyal, laugh my ass off. RB low key though. I see it. Aaron Jade says McCarthy remembers that goal line stop in Dallas from E-Rob. I'm sure he does. RB says same with Lomu. Pats love that sweetness. Still loyal says a little light on his loafers. JPJ's the goat, my man. No, you, Tyrone. You are the goat, my friend. Glad to see you today. Welcome back to the terrible board. Let's go here to right here, Lomu. That Lomu draft package that was fruity little dance thing. He was cringe as fuck. Let's go here to Tyrone. Tyrone says it's game day. It is game day, baby. I think we all woke up with that feeling today. Is there anybody that woke up today that didn't think about the Pittsburgh Steelers football game the very first thing when you open your eyes? Is there anybody that did it? I know I'm guilty. Still loyal. Mike says this. You didn't like Lomu's dance, RB. Jello Donut in the house. Always great seeing Jello Donut. Another great. They're just pouring in today, Mike. The greats are pouring in. I'm seeing the faces, the names. It's just pumping me up even more. Jello Donut says Thirsty Thursday for some Thursday night football. We certainly will be right there with you. Let's go. RB said, laugh my fucking ass off. I would not want to rely on a guy's toughness who thinks doing that was necessary. Let's go to Mark Malone. They have no plans to sign JPJ. Follow that up by saying, not this year, not next year. Finally, Tyrone, he comes in and says this, Mike, the Steelers better get a deal done. Porter won't come down at all. Finally, either pay me or I'll sit out. Kenneth says, are the reports of quarterback pecking order for tonight accurate? They are. And let's get into that right now. As we do move into the show, guys, again, welcome back to episode 1014 of the Two Dumb Yinzers. Like just 31 days. That's Beanie Bishop days until the Pittsburgh Steelers open it up right here at the stadium again against the Atlanta Falcons. So, guys, we're 31 days away from that. We have a football game tonight. We got two more in between. So much stuff. Let's get into this pecking order, Mike. Anything else on the notes on the board, on the terrible board, before we do get into this?
Nah, brother, I'm ready to get into this.
All right, this is how it's going to play out, guys. This is how it's going to look. Aaron Rodgers will not be playing tonight. He is. Again, we heard all the conversations, all the speculation that he was just not really interested. He don't feel that it's worth it. But again, we'll see. There's still two more games. I think he gets involved at some point, maybe not here in game one. It is announced that Mason Rudolph will get the start, Mike. Mason Rudolph is the first tier. We talked about the three tiers of this plan. Mason Rudolph will play through the first one or two series of the game. He's going to start playing the first one or two series of the game with all the starters, with the exception of his wide receivers 1 and 2. So Mason Rudolph will be starting the game, first couple series, all starters alongside of him, except for Michael Pittman Jr. and also DK Metcalf. Then after that, the number two tier is going to be Will Howard for the rest of the first half. With the rest of the first half, Mike, Will Howard is going to come in and replace Mason Rudolph with the second team and a couple of starters. So he's going to get the opportunity to play with a few starters, mostly backups. Will Howard is penciled in to come in second, and that is going to take the place of Mason Rudolph after his couple series. He's going to take that to halftime. Now, from what I understand, Mike, your boy, Drew Aller, he is on the third tier, and the third tier has Drew Aller playing with the third and the fourth team through the entire second half. So if you're going to want to get a look at these teams, if you're going to want to get a look at these players I'm talking about, today is the day to do it. These quarterbacks, Mike, again, Mason Rudolph, he'll be starting first couple series with starters with the exception of his receivers. Will Howard comes in replacing him for the rest of the first half. He's going to have a couple starters and mostly second team. And finally, Drew Aller, second half, the entire second half, I assume, unless there is anything that goes wrong, Mike, and he will be with the third and fourth string players through the duration.
Give me some Drew Aller, baby. I want to see it all night long. Screw Will Howard. Let's get me some Drew Aller in there. But no, I'm okay with that. You figured Mason would get the reps with the starters. He is the presumptive backup, and they know there's ample film out there of Mason Rudolph. And now you have nothing. There's literally no pro film on Will Howard, and he's supposedly competing with Mason for the backup spot. So that makes sense for let him go the first half. And then Drew, he's your developmental guy. Let's see what he got. Put him in there in the fourth quarter. I'm okay with that. And I'd be okay even if they reverse the order too, because you can make the argument, if Aller would come out with that second group, he was the one drafted by the staff. Let's see what he has. And then Will Howard, get it. He didn't play at all last year, hasn't played since the national championship game, 2 years ago. Let him get in there and get some work. And so even if they were to reverse it magically at the last minute, it makes sense. But I like this setup right here. I like that order. And that's probably how the depth chart should be kind of right now.
And why wouldn't it? Because again, Will Howard was here a bit longer, so again, I think he should have the advantage. But I do want to address what is being said more recently on the board here, because this was throwing me off as well. My initial news that I got last night, it was going to be the particular way that I did announce, and then this morning I'm seeing what they're saying on the board right here, where Kenneth Jones says, "Why are all the reports saying Will Howard will get the second half behind Aller?" And then RB says, "Kenneth, that's what I seen too." And I wondered, so I went and I Googled it, and when I Googled it, it said the order that I have in front of me. So again, if there is anything that's mixed, matched, changed at the last minute, there's nothing I can do about it. But the report that I have is that that Mason Rudolph will be playing the first couple series. Will Howard will come in and play the second part of the first half, and then again, Drew Aller to play the whole second half. So again, as of right now, this is what we have. Also, RB saying, I've seen a couple places saying it was Mason one series and Aller. So again, whatever it be. I can only tell you what I know. As I know right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers do play the Green Bay Packers in the very first preseason game of the year for the Steelers. Of course, they started last week with the Hall of Fame game, Mike. We started 7 o'clock with a bunch of other teams as the second game on the list. So much going on, a lot of things to get into. Let's get back to the board here for a couple, Mike, just so we don't get too far behind. Kenneth says, are the reports of the, okay, we did get that. Yinzer Joe says this, Ramsey has been doing individual work on the side. Yeah, again, I'm not real sure what's up with him entirely. He came in from day one with this injury, and again, doing some work on the side, being active. He is at practice every day. So again, I'm not real sure. Again, with some of these rumors we're hearing this morning, of course, about Valentine, Carrington from over in Green Bay, but we'll certainly keep our eye on that as well. Hell yeah. Let's go here to Kevin Reed in the house. My man, great seeing you as well. I know you're ready for some football. Kevin says, hey, Yinzers, you know what? I'm trying, brother. I'm trying. That was kind of my goal. I wanted to come in and at least keep up today as much as I could, the best as I could, because it's game day, right? Let's go to Kenneth. Kenneth says this, I don't understand how Aller plays better competition than Will gets. He should be playing against third and fourth strings. Again, I don't know why there's a conflict of this. On the Steelers site, I did get this, and then also I did recheck it this morning. So if the guys are saying they've seen it, I can't help that. Again, I can only go by what we have, but let's continue to move forward. Let's go here to RB. He says, I woke up and it was the first time in 20 years where we might actually see something in the preseason, like actually get a real look at guys, just not 53 hands off and 20 drag outs. I agree, RB. Great seeing you, my friend. I know you're pumped up. Tyrone, let's go. Kevin, he says, hey, Tyrone. Jealous says, is this telling of how interesting the quarterback situation is for the Steelers? Perhaps. Again, maybe not so interesting for this season, but a pretty big part of this team moving forward. That chapter starts tonight with seeing these two young men out on the field. Also, I do want to say what's up and welcome to Steven Stroud, my man. Great seeing you on the board. I know Steven's ready for the big game tonight. Hope things are going good for you, my brother. Let's go to Jello Donut. He says, Rudolph out there first. Yes, Rudolph will be getting the start. Kenneth says, okay, we did get that. Mark Malone, he says, the Magnum is going to be dotting it up. One of my predictions, Mike, we're going to do a lazy predictions at the end of the show. Obviously, the score means nothing. One of my predictions is I think all three quarterbacks are going to play just fine. I really do. I think that they are. Mason's got experience. He's going to come in. I don't think he's going to make any mistakes. They're going to do the little things they want to try in the first series or two. And then again, beyond that, Will's going to be getting, or however it goes, they're going to be getting second, third, and fourth string. Third and fourth, mainly through the fourth quarter. So again, I think all the quarterbacks, they're going to get their chance to really to do, or at least attempt the things that we need them to attempt to see how we're looking, and just kind of get a litmus test of where we are at this moment. Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, I think they're all going to play well. And I think it's going to be partly the players, but part the design of the coach, too. Let's test them, but let's not make it too complicated for them. Let them go out there, let it kind of keep it simple, student.
Yes.
Go out there, get your looks, get your reps, get acclimated. Let's challenge you a little bit on some reads, some different calls, different situations we want to see out of you, but don't throw it all at them at once. Ease it into, because Will Howard literally has not played since not last year's championship game, but the championship game before that. So he hasn't played in a long time. Let's ease him back into it, because he's going to be ready to go, and you get that adrenaline flying high. You might do some stupid mistakes. And Drew Aller, you literally tore him down and building him back up. Don't throw the kitchen sink at him. Don't shock his confidence. Keep it simple, stupid. But like I said, challenge them a little bit here and there. And I'm just excited to see like the growth and development of both guys from the last time we saw them play football.
Absolutely.
It's kind of unfair to Howard because last time we saw him play football, he was winning a national championship and playing at a high level, and that's the last time we saw him because he got hurt. And then Drew, last time we saw him, he was getting hurt and playing like absolute dog shit. So the bar is kind of low for Drew. Drew, if he doesn't trip over the bar, will look amazing out there. Howard might be a tough task for him because people who are skeptical of him are going to want him to go play a near perfect game.
Well, here's the thing. Luckily, I think people know well enough to know that these things aren't going to happen, Mike. It is preseason. These guys never played a single snap in the NFL. So I think that things are going to be fine. I think the guys are going to do fine. Again, I think these wide receivers are going to want to get their workout as well. So that shows me that we're probably going to be moving the ball around through the air on top of, of course, you're going to want to work this ground game as well to see what you got. So it's good. Everybody's going to certainly get their due work tonight. We know that's coming. What's up, Derpy? It's game day, my friend.
Hello, gentlemen. How are we today?
We're doing well, brother. Couldn't be any better. The Pittsburgh Steelers are playing tonight. There's naked Derpies going up on the board. And guys, welcome back, Derpy. What's that?
Keep my name.
Derpy will show his knockers if the Steelers win the Super Bowl. I like that.
Tits of the day. And at the bottom, at the bottom it says ab tits of the day. AB's tits of the day.
AB's tits of the day. There you go. Everybody, there you go. Do not root for the Steelers to win the Super Bowl.
Exactly. You kind of ruined it, Derpy.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here wanting the Steelers to win a fucking Super Bowl.
Now I'm ready to fucking hang myself.
No. There's no reverse psychology in this, Derpy, whatsoever. I don't think you thought this played all the way through, bro.
No, I didn't.
The board is sick and disturbed. They are now doubling down on a Steelers Super Bowl victory. They want to see them titties.
All right. Keep pulling for them Steelers. Pray to them football gods because at the end with the Lombardi is going to be the titties of the century. Guys, let's continue to move along here on the board. Let's go here to Kenneth. Right here to OG.
Exactly.
Yinzer Joe. He says this, I can't wait to see a long ball go to Brandon Smith for a touchdown. I can't wait to see me some Brandon Smith as well, Mike, especially as many times as I heard this name pop up. Dorn Camp, certainly just another one. I mean, come on, just throw a name out there, throw a dart, and we're going to be able to find somebody that we're ready to see play football tonight. Let's go right here to RB. Said I've seen a couple of places. Okay, those still going back to the pecking order. Let's go to Steel Loyal. Actually, that's all we did get that. Mark Malone says Weejan's happy ass needs 1 million reps at wide receiver. Also, Bingo says why the fuck they wasting time on Rudolph? They know what he is and already released him. And your theory. I think the theory is I just think that Aaron doesn't want to play. Ultimately, I think that's what it comes down to. Because I think that Rudolph should play because if he has to step in under center this week, or when they kick off, let's say Aaron goes out and snaps his Achilles like he did very early with the Jets. It's good to know that the backup does get his reps in and will be ready to step in. So in the big picture, I think that it's a smart move, but ultimately driven by Aaron not wanting to participate. But again, I think he'll be involved moving forward. I just figured he would be involved in the Green Bay Packers game. Just my opinion, but what do I know? Let's go forward here to the Steel Loyal. He says this, we got that part right. We play the Packers. We do know that. We do know that. And I do know this, Mike, that Aaron was kind of upset because he wanted this game to be in Green Bay.
Yeah.
He found out that it was here, and not upset because we're playing here, but just having his whole career there. Mike McCarthy obviously being involved. He just was saying that he would have liked that. And you know what? I can't say that I blame him.
Me either. Yeah, me either. Like when I saw that, like the headline too, I was like, "What the fuck's he yapping about?" Then you read it, like, okay, from a human being perspective,
right?
That makes
the Steelers fans say, "Shut the fuck up."
Shut the fuck up. We want the home game, but yes,
shut the fuck up.
I get where he's coming from, and I'm like surprised the NFL didn't do that.
It
would have been a very storybook type.
Mike,
thing.
If this was in Lambeau Field, would Aaron Rodgers be playing tonight?
Probably.
I think that he would.
A series.
Right, obviously.
Yeah. Get him in, get him out. Go to Mason for a series 2, then to whatever rotation they figure out.
I'm going to try to I'm just trying to stay up on the caught up on the board, Derpy. Just 1 second, okay? Let's go back to Mark Maloney. He says, it may be time to extract, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know the word. The cancerous JPJ, Mark Malone is saying. Tyrone says, Bernard about to kill it tonight. I think you're right. I think, again, Roman Wilson and Bernard better touch that ball a million times. Again, those wide receivers after them, of course, in the depth chart too, but mainly those two guys for my interest for sure. RB says, all I really want to see is about 12 to 18 touches from Lou Nichols, and hopefully politics don't fuck with him this year. Draft stock was the only reason he didn't make it last year. You know what? He looked good. I maybe you and I, RB, and a couple other people are the only people that were saying this throughout the year. I thought Lou Nichols looked damn good in preseason. He had a nice burst. He took advantage of his opportunities. He just knew he wasn't going to be the guy last year with Caleb Johnson on the list last year. So, again, Lou Nichols, guys, the guy could move. We'll see him play mostly against backups anyway, so you get a good look at him, I bet. Steel Loyal says, Mark, laughed my ass off. I paid to see what goes on in your brain. RB also says, hopefully new staff don't play those games, and it is the best guy who makes it. I agree with you 100%. Let's go to Yinzer Joe. Roman is going to go off. Just show him, just to show he is him, and I hope you're right. He needs to. If we're disappointed with Roman Wilson after these 3 games, I don't know what I'm going to do, Mike Derpy. If we're disappointed with what Roman Wilson is doing, or if there is any kind of pullback on his play time, I just don't know what I'm going to do. He needs to get out there and prove himself in these 3 games. And again, it's necessary for him.
If he's only out there with Mason Rudolph, what it would tell me is they liked what they saw in camp, and they think he's a legit number 3. If he's still out there playing, I'm not going to think the inverse of it, like, oh my God, he sucks. It could just be, hey, let's have a steady hand out there for these younger quarterbacks for a little bit. But if he's yanked immediately, for me, that's like, they know what they got with him. They see him as a starter, which the wide receiver 3 in this offense technically is a starter, that slot receiver. So that was, for me, would be an encouraging sign, but I'm not going to read too much negative if he's still out there. But if he's playing like shit when he's out there, that will cause worry, if you know what I mean.
There's some things about preseason that's just different too. Obviously it's a collection of what it is, the work that they do through 3 games.
Yeah.
However, you'll notice with some players hit some big plays, and you see they get an instant boost. So this is something I'm also going to be watching for tonight, Mike, because, again, they're going to be studying every single player, especially a lot of these young players, these people that are trying to make positions. But, again, sometimes a big play here and a big play there goes such a long way for guys trying to make a position and make a team. So, again, a lot of things to keep our eyes on tonight. This is not just the Steelers playing football. This is not just of course, these the scores, the records, all these don't matter. We know this, but we are going to certainly be focusing on what it is we have, what it is we're going to have to do next week, and then what it is that we're going to want to do moving through into the regular season. So much stuff to get into, Mike. I did announce that the initial depth chart did come out, of course, what was out a week and a half ago, maybe a little longer. Mike, they did update the depth chart. Not many. Of course, there were some surprises the first time around. Benton being moved around a little bit, Y.A. Black being thrown in there, even the running back situation people were talking about, Mike. But there was no big changes on the new depth chart. All the updates basically were adding some of these new camp names that we've got over the past week. Israel, the safety, he is added to the depth chart. Of course, Isaiah Winstead, the wide receiver, Cornell Powell, the wide receiver, and tight end Lance Mason Mike, these 4 guys were added to the depth chart. So, I mean, I could go through it, but I don't think that, it's really too constructive, Mike, because, again, it's basically everything stayed the same. It just add these 4 camp names, but the new updated depth chart did come out, of course.
And speaking of, like, depth, like, the Steelers' second-team defense, Nick Herbig, Joseph Sebastian Day, Keanu Benton, Jack Sawyer, potentially Elandon Roberts, Cole Holcomb, and then at corner, ASJ, Eccles, and Dalen Everett. Yeah, an unproven rookie, but, showing out in camp. A lot of teams would that's probably better than some teams' first-team defense.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about it, like some of these teams that have shitty defenses, like that defense, not great, but there's talent there. Especially like with Herbig, he's a game wrecker. Elandon Roberts, and then Asante Samuels was an ascending corner until he got hurt. So I'm loving the depth that we have on defense, especially with that signing of Elandon Roberts. And then it's just like Ryan said, going through the depth chart, not a lot of changes, but looking at it again 2 weeks after the initial depth chart came out, there's a lot of depth on this team. And that Bleacher Report article saying like this is one of the 5 most stacked teams, it makes sense. Look at the depth on this roster up and down.
I agree. Derpy, welcome to the show. Glad to see you. Of course, busy on game day. You know that, my friend. How have you been, sir?
I'm great. Morning's great. Ready for the Steelers, man. I mean, it's been a long time coming, long off season, but it's game day, man. It's game day.
Absolutely. Of course, I will get back to some more to your some quarterback talk. Of course, we're splitting up you and Mike's guys tonight. They're getting their playing time for the first time, both of them under center in an NFL uniform. So a lot to talk about today as we continue along, guys. Lots of good talking points. As a matter of fact, we're going to dig deep into some of these late issues that are going on at Steeler camp. We're going to dig into that a little bit. We have a lot, guys. But before we do move on, I do want to say this, guys. If you are heading to the stadium, the parking lots, they open at 2 o'clock. They do open at 2 o'clock. So if you're getting down there, you're going to have 5 hours max to get out there and hang out a little bit, have a few beers. Mike, the parking lot open, the lots open at 2. The gates themselves, they will open at 5 tonight. Now, the big thing that I think is very important that you need to remember going to the game tonight, it is cashless. You cannot take cash to the Steeler game at Acrisure Stadium, guys. They totally flipped the switch. And I got to be honest with you, Mike, about 10 years ago, I remember being in the bank arguing with this lady because I told her that cash is going away. And she's like, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. You're never going to get rid of cash. And she was really adamant on this. And I just remember kind of softly arguing with her. I'm like, no, just watch. Cash, it will be cashless before you know it. And she continued, that's never going to happen. You can't get rid of cash. And here we are, guys. Try going to the Steeler game with your cash, lady. Go ahead, try it. Let me give you some details on why I am saying this, guys. Cashless, you could use a credit card, a debit card, or contactless pay, such as Apple or Google Play. Guys, you're going to need those things. Also, those needing cash, there is an alternative. Go to the ticket window in the FedEx Great Hall to exchange cash for a prepaid card. If you don't, you're not going to be able to buy anything, guys. If you have cash in your pocket, this is the new procedure. Let's go right here to You can also get pre-reserved parking as well. This is available at Just Park. Go to Just Park. I believe you can either go to Just Park or go to AcrissureStadium.com. There's also a clear bag policy. Mobile tickets, guys, have your phone. It's all about the mobile anymore. I know I don't like it as much as the next guy does, but this is the new normal. So if you're getting ready to head to the Acrisure Stadium tonight for the Steelers and the Packers, just got to remember these few things. Again, parking lots open in here at 2. The gates open at 5. You got to make sure you have some kind of alternate paying system with you, or head again to the Great Hall, to the FedEx ticket window to exchange for prepaid cards to be able to use. Again, no cash will be used. My Acrisure Stadium is cashless.
It's cashless, but it is not Derpy-less. My plan is to take Derpy down there and exchange his services for their goods. And I think that is just as good as using your credit card, debit card, or Apple Pay.
Hey, those knockers did they certainly led us to some gainway here on the air on our show.
So Derpy, I'm gonna have to take you down with me. You're gonna have to show your titties and probably a whole lot more for me to get my drinks and food. But you're the man for the job, and I appreciate it.
Appreciate the compliment.
Also, I do want to say welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody walking in the door today. Big day. Everybody knows it. Lindsay in the house. G in the house. If I'm missing anybody, I do apologize, guys. It is a big day. I'm glad to see everybody today. And again, did anybody wake up today and not think about the Steelers the first thing you did? I can't imagine that being the case for any diehard Steeler fan, but this is why we are all here together and why we are preparing and getting ready for game 1 of 20 guaranteed. Mike, again, hopefully 21, 22, 23, or even 24, depending on how it plays out. But game 1 of 20, these 20 are guaranteed starting tonight. Again, preseason, first 3, get a good look, getting ready for them Atlanta Falcons, Mike, in just 31 days. And yes, that is Beanie Bishop, Mike Logan. Even that, who was the safety we brought over a couple years back for a season? Keanu
Neal.
Keanu Neal. He was 31 days away from the Pittsburgh Steelers opening up regular season right here in Western Pennsylvania. So excited. Mike, anything, or Derpy, anything on the Acrisure Stadium rules and regulations before we do get back to the board?
Definitely not the old days, I'll tell you that.
It certainly is not. It certainly...
Adapt or die, Derpy. Adapt or die.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. I wish I knew where that lady was now. That bank teller. The thing about the bank is totally gone. How ironic. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's no way you're gonna ever get cash. Well, the bank itself is actually gone. So, lady, just no. Get your Bitcoin and head up to Pittsburgh. Shit. Let's get back to the terrible.
1 Ryan, 0 random lady.
That's right. That's right.
He's gonna hold on to that victory for the rest of his goddamn life.
Oh, hey, I don't take many dubs.
As he should.
I think this, no shit. I think this is the 3rd time I've heard this story.
And this is the 3rd time I've ever got anything right, so you better respect that. Let's get going on the board, guys. Let's go here to Steel Loyal Mark. I would love to see what goes on in Mark's brain. I really would love to see it. Let's go to RB. Hopefully new staff. Okay, yeah, right here. Hopefully new staff don't play those games, and it's the best guy who makes it. RB said Roman is going to go off just to show he is him. There he is, Tyrone with the goat emojis, looking good, guys. I love them emojis. I love them, Mike. Every time I see one on the board, I might pee a little, perhaps. Very exciting to see the emojis. Let's go right here. Let's go to Kevin. Kevin says Rudolph throws an interception and Howard throws a touchdown or 2, in my opinion. Tyrone says Kevin Mason always throws a pick. He's good for at least 1, right? There they are, the naked derpies on the screen. Love to see it, but I don't, right? Let's go right here to Steel Loyal. He says that's the reverse psychology. I see it too. Jen says this is of course is OG Queen Jen. Now you got to get that right. OG Queen Jen says this. My granddaughter says Steelers playing tonight, Grandma. Jenny going to be screaming at the TV.
Yes.
And that is with an I and an E, of course. Don't call her Jenny with a Y. Just don't.
Okay, I call her Jenny, and she jumps into the comment section after the episode's over and rips my head off. I see how it is.
Because you didn't say with an I and an E.
It was implied.
No, that's the stipulation itself. It's very important.
Well, like in her defense, she's watched the show for a long time. She knows the I and E was not implied with me.
It ain't a Steelers game.
No, that's exactly what's implied. That's the only argument, that it's a Y, an I, and an E. Let's continue. Go right here. Jen, happy to see Derpy. Derpy's in the house, of course. Let's continue down the board right here. Say hello to Derpy, to Queen. OG Queen, Jen.
Hello, Queen, Jen.
Or Jenny with an I and an E. Here, you got to say that too. Say Jenny with an I or an E. Say Jenny with an I or an E. An I and an E. Just say Jenny with an I and an E.
I and an E.
Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
God.
That could work for 2 hours.
I just want to respond to a comment,
bro.
Yeah, go ahead, Derpy.
It ain't a Steelers game without yelling at the TV, so your granddaughter is correct.
I always admired Jenny's granddaughter. Good girl. Good girl. Jenny introduced us through technology a while back, and again, hope all the grandchildren and children are doing well. Jen, And I hope they're ready to hear you yell because I'm sure it'll be happening tonight. Let's go here to Sick Jones. Derpy, I'm coming for your job. Sick Jones is coming for your job, Derpy. He's saying there's competition for your job. Derpy, any thoughts on this?
I'll flash him on here if that gives my job.
Derpy does have a secret weapon. I'm just saying, Sick. You might want to keep that in mind. Like the ever undefeated porcupine, Derpy is like. Once he pulls out those things, you're in trouble. Let's go here to OG. Yinzer Joe says, I can't wait to see Rudolph throw an interception in the hurry up or on the goal line.
That's a given. That's a 100% given.
Let's go here to Lindsay. Lindsay, there's been, I got to be honest with you, and I do want to say, just let me jump over real quick, Lindsay. I'm not cutting you off. I just don't want to leave anybody out today. 3 things. Yes, absolutely. Donnie Shell 31. That is a good one, Aaron. Good pickup on that. Number 2, I do want to welcome also Squeege in the house. Great seeing my friend Squeege. And also Joy. Welcome to the show, Joy. Great seeing you. Welcome to the board. Welcome to the terrible board. Let me jump back over to Lindsay. And I just want to say, Lindsay, there has been some push for this. I'm going back through the show yesterday, and remember we had that a little bit of a fart in the technology, Mike, where we lost our board for, I don't know, what, 5 minutes, give or take?
Yeah.
I'm going back through, and I see Somber. I believe it was Somber. He says, hashtag bring back Rimsey. Of course, we just we said, well, remember when Rimsey was on the show? And I believe it was Somber. He says, hashtag bring back Rimsey. I don't know. We're going to see how Rimsey feels about it. But there you go. I do know that there is a fight. They are pushing to get Rimsey back.
I am firmly in whatever camp Lindsay is firmly in. I know where my bread is buttered.
That's right. Lindsay in the house saying, hey, TJ Watt, Vanilla. Hey, Ryan, TJ Watt. I knew you loved TJ. And again, I just got this. My son did drop this by for me last month for my birthday. So I did want to make sure I wore it today. The dub right there, still loyal in the house. Also on the board, let's go right here to see what Steele is saying next. He says 100% he would play a series if it was in Lambeau. I couldn't agree more. I don't think there's any chance that he wouldn't, Mike.
Yeah, it would be 100% a quick little series for A-Rod, and then to walk off to the applause of the
absolutely
to the old hometown crowd. Absolutely,
not a doubt in my mind. Aaron J, listen, let's fucking go with the Rockets. That's right, baby. Tyrone, Lindsay, 24, 90 said Hut. Let's go here to Tyrone. Also saying Cody is the real GOAT. He got his daughter a JPJ and his son wearing a TJ. That is dope, Cody. My man. Let's go here. Still loyal. I think he'll be pulled when Mason is. Lindsay saying 90-24. Ready for some football. That's right. We know Lindsay's ready for some football. Absolutely. Everybody ready for some Pittsburgh Steelers, guys. Again, welcome. As everybody's coming in the door, let me go right here to Still Loyal ever again. He says, Mark Malone, ASJ, Dean Everett, the starters in the secondary, of course, for the Steelers. Tyrone, Mark, tonight, not week 1. Let's go to Steel Loyal. He says Derpy is awake because the Steelers play.
Mm-hmm.
Derpy is. He's like a bear. He hibernates.
I mean, we can all agree that that's the same reason for both you guys too.
Well,
come on now. Come on.
I'm not real sure what you mean, but all right, well, let's go with that.
Steelers.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, that is why we are here. Ain't no two ways about it. Let's go to Mark Malone. He says, it came out of hibernation. There it is. Mark Malone says this. He says, you don't want to see Mason. You don't want to see Mason, Lindsay? This isn't what you're excited about. Tyrone says, Mike McCarthy era begins tonight. That's right. It is the beginning of a new era. Lindsay says, no, sir, Mark. I'm sorry. Tyrone, nope, Mark. Mason sucks. Mark Malone says, what? No dongs? No dongs? You can't use dongs. You cannot use your dongs if you do go into Acrisure Stadium tonight. You do have to have some kind of cashless system with you. The dongs will not be accepted, or the U.S. dollar will not be accepted.
So the dongs Derpy has saved on his phone, he can use. Okay.
Yeah. Well, not at the stadium. Oh, yeah, on his phone. Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. If you want
dongs saved on his phone.
Yes. He has all kind of dongs on his phone.
Lots of dongs.
Right here, Steel Loyal says a lot of absolutely, and it's changing more and more every day. Sure. Lindsay says this last year when he came in the game, we saw what happened. That did it for me. I think that's about Mason as well. Bingo says, are IOUs accepted? Yeah, you know how those ushers are. You know how those vendors are. They don't budge, man.
They don't mess around. They'll
They
fucking
don't.
they'll give you a rock bottom and then take your money and walk away without giving you a damn thing.
Bullshit, man.
I synced it.
Let's go right here. Steel Loyal says, they take food stamps. You know what? It's on a card. It's on a card, and if you buy something that isn't heated, you might be able to use it. I don't know.
I know some people will try it out.
I do too. Absolutely. Let's go right here to Steel. He says, let's go. Steel Honda, G in the house. Let's go. Let's go. Lindsay says, yeah, they do, Steel. Okay. Wow. Why not? That's how some people pay for their food. And if you can't use that, then what do? I think that you should be able to use them. Let's go here to Tortilla. You know something is wrong when a Rooney don't want cash. You're not wrong. All the way from Sacramento, California, in the house of Tortilla Jackson. Steel Loyal says cash ain't king no more because we got a queen in our linebacker room. Let's go to Donnie Shell. Absolutely, Donnie Shell was number 31. We have a handful of memorable 31s. Mike Logan, Beanie Bishop, Donnie Shell, Keanu Benton. That's just off the top of our heads.
Keanu Benton.
Who's the safety we
Keanu
just
O'Neal.
Keanu O'Neal. I didn't think it was that funny, but let's continue down on the board right here. Slip of the tongue. Let's go to Steel Loyal. He says, I was here long before you, bitch. I'll be here long after you. Let's go to Tortilla. Tortilla says, Weejan. Go Pack Go. Joey is in the house. Joey, I do want to say welcome to you. I may have said Joy before. I apologize. I was reading off a smaller screen. Joey is in the house, a big Packer fan, it looks like. Let's go to Tyrone. We were back there. We were back where this controls my mood until January. I agree. Some people more than others, though. I've worked with people that were really, really messed up by a Steeler loss, and it's insane.
Oh, yeah.
Because once it starts affecting everybody else, then it's like, okay, dude, it's a little bit too much.
Yeah.
We all love the Steelers, and what are you doing?
You're wrong. We want February, not January.
Yeah, at least until Valentine's Day, Derpy.
Derpy coming in strong.
He's hot today, man. Look at him. Look at him go, huh?
I mean, look at them titties, man. You want to talk about hot?
You got a lot of dongs for those titties, baby. Don't fight it.
Do you think Derpy employs Thunder's new pickup line?
Which one is that? The one where you put your finger in your ass crack?
No. You go up under the balls and you go, hey, baby, does this smell like your future ex-boyfriend?
No, I don't think Derpy does that. I think
you don't do that. Okay.
He's more of a titty guy. If you know what I mean?
He just shows them their titties.
Yeah.
And he's like, I showed you mine. You show me yours.
And yours is sketch anyway. I don't know if I trust yours.
Yeah. It did not meet a lot of positive reviews at work today.
Just because you get into that area, like where the what's it called, like the Bermuda Triangle. It's like the taint. It's where everything basically goes to. If you're sweating from the ass, it goes to the taint. If you're sweating from the balls, it goes to the taint. I just again.
Thunder powders down there. It's dry. It's clean. It's pristine. It smells like lavender and roses.
Let's move forward. Let's go right here. Jenny. Of course, Mike is messing with her, putting a Y in there.
That was not me. Derpy, why did you hijack the show and put the Y in there?
He's a menace. Let's go here. Lindsay says, no, Joey. Tyrone, Packers about to get that ass whooped, is what Tyrone is saying. Again, let's go to Steel Loyal. Before E, especially with Jenny. Yes. Did you learn anything in English, Mike? Anything?
No, I did not, because the English language does not make sense. And that's a topic for a 400.
But that's what makes
podcast.
You smart, because there's a language that don't make sense and you understand it and are good at it. That means you're even smarter than the people that go by the regular language that does make sense, because there's more twists and turns in the English language than a mystic labyrinth, Mike.
Like you literally, English is the only language where you can get a fucking master's degree in the language.
Yeah,
because it's so fucked up.
Oh, hey, what are you gonna do? Love it or leave it? Let's go right here. Let's go to Joey. I'm sorry. Joey says this. Yeah, fucking right. Joey's not taking it. He is pulling for his Packers, guys.
I
And again,
respect that.
the win doesn't matter. Again, if this came in a month from now, this would be a better
Right.
conversation. But just enjoy yourself, Joey. Football is coming back on for you to enjoy. Beyond that, I don't know why you're getting all worked up. Let's continue. Go right here. Squeege says, fellas, my man. Great seeing Squeege in the house. Always. Lindsay says, we don't cuss in here. Joey. We don't cuss. We don't cuss. We don't show titties. Nothing like that goes on.
Like I'm surprised Lindsay kept it together that long to type.
Yeah, I
Type in a string of profanities like she's prone to do.
Yeah, you know Ramsey, man. You gotta watch out.
Ramsey's rough.
Joey. Okay, let's go here to Steel Loyal. Steel Loyal says, Joe, you good, bro? Following up by Don't Fucking Curse. Let's continue down. Let's go right here. Let's go to Steel. Steel says, yeah, what the fuck, guys? The language disrespectful. Squeege in the house, my man. Hope things are going good for you, sir. Let's go to Tyrone. There it is, Mike. There it is. Hashtag Rimsey. What's funny is I'm wearing a J Ram jersey tonight.
W.
What's going on? So many things are just lining up today. As you stuck your head out the window, apparently there was what are those things? The asteroids, the shooting stars. But that wasn't what got my attention, Mike. It was for what I was told that for 7 seconds we lost. We lost. What did we lose?
Gravity.
What's that called? Gravity. Apparently we lost gravity for 7 seconds last night at 9:34. And I didn't know this till after the fact. Apparently, I went out to check the stars and the shooting stars. And when I looked it up, Mike, it said that gravity went away for 7 seconds last night at 9:34. Back on the board. Let's go right here. Let's go back to Joe. Joe says this. Yeah, I'm good. The Packers are going to do what we did in the Super Bowl. Yeah, and you know what? We're not going to care because, again, it's preseason. But, again, we do enjoy having you here again. I'm not saying that to be detrimental in any way.
Joey, we all know Mendenhall gave you that one.
Yeah, you got your Mendenhall jersey on, Joe. Let's go here. Let's go to Steel Loyal. I hate people who fucking cuss. No, you're good, bro. No sorries. It's all good. Packers suck, Tyrone is saying. Lindsay says absolutely not. Also, Joey says the Packers got rid of Rodgers at the right time. Well, it seemed like it when he went to the Jets, but again, we made the playoffs. We won the division. We were supposed to finish in last. We went 10-7. So again, I don't think it's quite as bad as Green Bay thinks that it is at the end of the day. But Green Bay does it right when it comes to quarterbacks. I'm not going to argue. Green Bay knows how to draft and prepare for their franchise quarterback, Mike. I think nobody I've seen in my life has done it better.
I'm sorry. I saw Six Jones comment, kind of apologize, but yeah, Aaron Rodgers, he still has it left in the tank. Like you said, took us to the division title last year, and I think he's going to do it again this year and then some.
Again, and now he has more weapons, and now also a different offense. So again, I wouldn't count our chickens either side before they start hatching, because we don't know. A new era starts tonight, so we're going to learn a lot about this football team. We do know that. Let's go here to
motivated.
What's that, Derps?
I think Rodgers is motivated this year than he was last year.
I do too. And now that he's more acclimated with the surroundings, and now he has a coach that he's known for a long time, I think it's going to be a little bit better than what Green Bay Packers fans think. Let's go here.
He made peace with his family in the offseason too. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, family, Maybe his dad will run out on the field naked or something to be a streaker or something. You should be a streaker, Derpy. That could get us good publicity.
I don't want to get banned from AccuSure behind the field.
Yeah,
I'd rather not get banned.
I guess that sucks. Let's go right here. Squeege says, are you a real Packers fan if you're chilling in a Steelers podcast? You have it sometime. Tater comes around, and it's all good. We never really had problems, I don't think, with any opposing. Even last year, Mike, when those Raven fans started coming in around Ravens week, you would have thought we'd had issues. I think it makes it a little bit funner. I mean, not funner, but it does. There's a certain element that it does bring. Again, let's go here to.
I like it. It brings an energy.
Yeah, for sure.
a different energy, and like those Raven fans made it fun because they talked shit but weren't coming in bashing anyone. It was just some good old fashioned football trash talk.
Absolutely, and you know what? For the rivalry that the Ravens and the Steelers have, I mean, it's appropriate. You know what I mean? I think the fans treated appropriately. And again, at the end of the day, we certainly have fun with them. So let's go down right here to Steel Loyal. He says, Tyrone, I'm sorry, A-Rod, the GOAT. Steel Loyal, some Packers fans would disagree with that. At Joe, a couple more, Mike. We're going to get some new topics here. Joe says, I am a Packers fan, and we do say welcome to you. Again, all three teams this preseason, Derpy, all three teams we played last regular season. Again, I don't know how often this happens. I just do know that that is the case for us this year. Tyrone says, yeah.
Like you said, it. I mean, to Joey, it really doesn't matter.
Right.
It really doesn't matter. So I mean, maybe just depth pieces, but
yeah, yes, absolutely. Let's go. Joey says, I am a Packers fan. Tyrone says, love wish he was A-Rod. Didn't he miss his 27-year mark too? All the Green Bay Packers win when they're 27. I think Love was the first one to miss it.
Yep.
So Bart Starr won one at 27. Brett Favre won at 27. Rodgers won at 27. And Jordan Love missed. He missed that boat. So again, maybe that's a sign for the decline of their quarterback situation. Who knows? I do want to say what's up to Vegas, all the way from Las Vegas. Great to see him walking through the door. Everybody, today we have a football game. We have a football game between the Steelers and the Packers. Again, this is tonight, 7:00 start, kickoff. The teams will be announced at 6:50. The ball will be kicked off just shortly after 7:00 tonight on the North Shore. Let's go here to Squeege. All jokes aside, welcome, brother. You know what? Over time, we have people from Green Bay that do pop in. Like there was that youngster coming to one time. He actually said he was a ball boy with the Packers. So again, I mean, it's not out of the question to have a Packer fan stroll in every now and then. Steel Loyal says, then Joey, I'm sure you know that some Packers fans that probably still want A-Rod. Sick Jones says, you got me, Derpy. I got no man titties. My job is yours. Or your job is titties, job is yours. Okay, I see what you're saying right there. Saying I don't have the titties to do your job, basically. And then followed with some naked derpies on the emojis. Let's continue. Let's go right here to, he says, Joey packs fudge. He has the terrible towels and also TJ Watt emojis looking good.
That's what lost me. I saw that pop up out of the corner of my eye, and I lost all train of thought.
And they don't really call them that anymore. We used to call them that back in the day, the Fudge Packers. But I guess we kind of grew out of that, didn't we? I don't know.
Like I did. I just call them.
It's funny. Regardless, it is still funny. Let's go here, Mike. Let's go to Tyrone. He says, my crash outs will be epic this year. And you know what? I think it's all coming down to what happens with 24 also. Might dictate how.
Record it. Yeah. Ty, just record it. Get it on film, brother. Get it on film.
We'll
I mean, like, not for our nefarious purposes.
I hate everything.
I mean, just for prosperity's sake.
We could dissect the picture. We'll get inside and figure out. We'll figure out what's going on. You just send it over.
We'll spend a good 2.5 hours on it.
Damn right. Let's go. Also, Lindsay. Lindsay says, "Yeah, I have to check on a few people when we lose." Absolutely. Squeech says this. I go and do every season, telling myself I'm going to be calm and supportive of the team. 10 games in, I'm fucking done with this shit.
Yeah,
I hear ya. Let's go to Steel Loyal. He says this. I listen to a sad melody. Sad. Let me scoot down because I can't see the whole thing. Right here, Steel Loyal says I listen to a sad melodic metal at full blast when we lose. Lindsay. Lindsay says Tyrone, no crashing out tonight. Ty says I crash out and be mad all day and don't get on YouTube. And you know what? Everybody handles it different. They do.
I look at Derpy's titties when we lose, and it helps. It brings me down.
You eat bugs, wipe your taint, and look at Derpy's titties. It's all starting to come together.
A clean taint, is a key to a happy life.
Let's go right here. Let's go to. Scoot down just a little bit here. We can get Squeege. Squeege says, I do believe the season will be better. I predict at least our first wild card win in some time will be given the health of the team. Of course, he's saying right here as the team stays well. Jen says this, Mark, don't make me beat you. Don't make Queen Jen beat you because she hasn't beat anybody down with the title yet, Mike, of being Queen Jen.
Jenny has not. Jenny has been on her best behavior.
She is on she's on a path though, Mike, because again she just earned the name OG Jen, Queen Jen. She still has to beat somebody's ass with that name, so I wouldn't want to be that person. Let's go here to Ty. I don't dub the preseason Also, Lindsay says, we will see. Joey says this. He says, go Packers. The Steelers suck. Let's go to Steel Loyal. Hell, crash out if Bernard don't get the ball. Let's go to Tortilla. I have a master's in slam pottery. Let's go to Lindsay. Poetry. Lindsay's, go ahead. Did you have to say something about it? Or
no, it just makes me laugh. Slam poetry makes me laugh.
Okay. Lindsay says, definitely having my tequila shot tonight. Mike, and I'm surprised you're not drinking.
I did have a drink.
He is
did you?
I had a peanut butter whiskey with a little bit of a Coke Zero mixed in.
All right. Look, all set, Mike. Again, only 5 hours. 5 hours to kick off. So
hey, the gates just opened. It's time to fucking tailgate, boys. It's 2:01.
And I got to be honest, Mike, I'm glad the Pirates are in South Florida because it's a 1:10 game today, and I just don't know if the Steelers would have any fans if the Pirates were in town. You know, I mean,
it would be a jam-packed PNC Park tonight.
Yes, Ty, my friend, 5 hours. If you can even believe it, brother, we came through 5 months. We endured. We went through to get to where we are. And here we are. If you can even believe that, guys, I can't. Let's get back to the board. I have a master in slam poetry. Lindsay says, definitely having my tequila shot tonight. Squeege says, I lived in Pennsylvania for about 5 years, and every time the Steelers lost, me and the friends would would play, smear the queer to let out our frustrations. LOL, too old for that now.
Blow out a knee.
I missed it, man. I mean, if you're kind of confused, I think mostly people call it Fumbleanny, but in my neighborhood, we called it the same thing that you did, Squeege. Let's continue down on the board. Let's go here. Lindsay says he definitely will still. Steel Loyal says, Cynthia, Jesus died for our us. Let's go to Joey. Joey says, just ready for the playoffs, as are we, my friend. Again, welcome to the show. Let's go here. Squeege says, what do they call that now? No way. These sissy boys call it. That's exactly it. It was Fumbleanny all the time, I do believe. I think a lot of people still do call it that. Let's go Tyrone. Tyrone says Steelers 6, Packers 5. Lindsay, that's right. There it is. The theory of gravity. The theory of gravity is what I was talking about. Let's go down here to Joey. He says the Packers are going to do what happened last year, win. And again, you know what? Good for them if they do win tonight. That really isn't relevant one way or another. We're trying to learn about our squad. But again, we do welcome the banter. Thank you and welcome. Osmosis, Steel Loyal is saying. Tortilla says, don't worry, I put the theory of gravity back where I found it. Let's go right here to OG Yinzer Joe. I lose 10 to 12 friends a year over Steeler games. Joey, I know.
Jesus Christ.
At that pace, I'd be about a negative 64 friends at this point in my life. Joey says this, I have a Donald Driver jersey. Jordan Love is the best. And again, the only Packer quarterback to not win a Super Bowl at 27. Is he the best? Not better than them three. Let's continue forward. False statement, Lindsay says. Still love it. Tyrone says, yeah, I go troll Ravens fans, so I do feel it. A couple more guys. We're going to get some more topics. Lindsay says, Aaron Rodgers' little niece and nephew running out will be so cute. Tortilla says this, Derpy would run on the field, and when they tackle him, people blame the no cash bullshit.
Valid.
Vegas, Tyrone. Hey, Vegas, what it is, Ty. Let's go right down here to something. Lindsay got the emojis up, looking good. Jen says Packer fans are like Klingons and dingleberries. And I would say Jen is from Wisconsin. She knows what it's all about. Lived through the Aaron Rodgers years, lived through the Brett Favre years. Jen, a loyal Steeler fan from right here. From right there in Wisconsin. Let's continue to go forward. Tyrone says, oh, I will. Right here, Mike also Steel Loyal says might be able to make a whole metal song out of Tyrone's crash outs issue. You got to. That would be bad. That would be a good thing for you to work on, like a good project throughout the season.
Yeah. Like we have the one from draft day. Fuck you, Omar Khan. Fuck the Steelers. Fuck Mike McCarthy. Fuck Omar Khan.
Like, get them all. Like, put a song together. That would be badass. That would be something cool. Steel. We know, Lindsay says. Squeech says we probably stopped calling them fudge packers because everything you say is basically a crime now. LOL. People are soft. I agree with you 100%. Tortilla says I steal from Walmart when we lose. I steal from Walmart when we lose. I love it. Let's go down to Sean. Sean Chandler. I'm sorry. Welcome back to the show. I do remember the name. Sean was here. He says, hey, glad to be back on this show, guys. It's wonderful that the Steelers football is back. I would like to see how the defense plays tonight. Let's go, Steeler Nation. Sean, welcome back. We love seeing you here. Welcome back to the terrible board. It's time, baby. It is time. And you know what? I couldn't agree with you more. Everything you said sounds 100% right to me. Bingo says, worst part of having the taint. Oh, I'm getting a Mason Rudolph window that popped up in my way. Right here, Bingo said, worst part of having the taint is the second day stubble makes you walk funny in public.
You just got to keep shaving every day. It's part of the daily shower routine. You got to get up there at that razor, get up there, and you just.
And remember, taint the assholes, taint the balls. Ain't the assholes, ain't the balls. It is the taint. Let's scoot forward right here a little bit. Let's go down to Tyrone. He says 5 hours, guys. It is 4 hours and 54 minutes right now. Jen says, love me some peanut butter and whiskey. Yum.
It's surprisingly good. It shocked me how good it was. I just tried it like 3 weeks ago, and yeah, I've been drinking it steadily.
And also Rimsey says this, I need to try that. Again, I just had to throw the Rimsey in there. I won't. Again, it's going to be one of them things like on TV where you see the fist come out of the computer screen and just punch me in the face, which I think would be great for the show. So if you can do that, go ahead and hit Mike right now, and we'll make sure we record that. Let's continue on the board. Let's go here to Ty. Ty says, longest of off season of my life.
Yeah, it has been, brother.
Lindsay says, I want to try the salted caramel whiskey, but every time I try to move on from tequila, I just run back.
It is damn good. You get yourself some salted caramel whiskey, and you get yourself some like spiced rum, mix it together. Good. Good.
Is it good?
It's good.
Is it good?
It's good. Even just the salted caramel by itself is good.
Let's go right here. Let's go to Steel Lawyer. Y'all seen 22 Jump Street? I seen 22, and I think it was one of the funniest shows ever, funniest movies ever.
Oh, that's where that quote was from. Okay.
And also Ice Cube's daughter. If you did see the movie, you're familiar with that. And that was one of the funnier elements of that movie. Let's go here to Cody. Cody says Steelers 1.5 only. I hope they put up more than 20 points. Joey says the Packers are number one. I'm not sure to what compared to who, but they still have a couple of Super Bowls to do to catch up to even be in that category. But again, we will take the banter. It's certainly fun. Let's go here to Sommer. Mike sending us the happy poop. We love happy poop on the screen. We love it.
The happy poop.
I love when there's happy poop all over my screen. Let's go to Cody. These predictions on ESPN are stupid. 13-17 Steelers. What the fuck? There you go. Jen is letting you know, Joey. She says the Packers are number one. She got it right there on the board for you. Listen, it's not even in that pesky English either. You don't even have to know good English to understand that one. Cody says, the Packers aren't even going to take second in their division this year. Vegas's game opened at 1.5, a point and a half, and now it's Green Bay 3.5. Which again, how you even decide a preseason point spread is beyond me.
Right?
I mean, like literally, it goes off of nothing. You know, nothing. There's nothing that goes into. It's the first game. There's nothing recent that you could use. And then it's preseason. Who the hell knows who's going to be playing? So who knows? It's crazy to me. It's crazy. Cody says they got Green Bay favorites now. Yeah. Mike McCarthy sucks. I don't know.
He did bring Green Bay their most recent Super Bowl.
That's true. He did bring Green Bay their most recent Super Bowl.
No. It was Mendenhall who brought their most recent Super Bowl.
Well,
or Troy Polamalu not being able to cover a tight end.
Let's go on right here to Steele. He says 100% of making a song out of Tyrone's crash outs confirmed. And you know what? I love this idea, and I can't wait to hear
Beautiful.
it. Vegas says, right, that's what -3.5 means. Green Bay's favored. Tyrone, you should. Cody says this. Haha. I'm degenerate, Vegas. As if we didn't know. When it opened, Pittsburgh -1.5. Vegas says, where do you bet the Steelers opened? At a +1.5. Let's go to Tortilla. He says, Coach said he's sending down to Double-A. Bro drove me nuts. Alcohol Anonymous. And finally, Alcoholics Anonymous. I'm sorry. FanDuel. Cody says, what the fuck, FanDuel? Vegas, let's get into some stuff, guys. Let's get into some stuff. Pittsburgh Steelers play in less than 5 hours. less than 5 hours, guys. The Green Bay Packers coming to town to take on our Steelers in game 1 of 20 guaranteed games this year for the Steelers. Of course, this is one of the 3 initial preseason games. They do play 3 games that we played last year during the regular season. Michael, anything of all the messages we just went through that you had wanted to comment?
What kind of degenerate are you if you're betting on preseason? No offense, Cody. That's the level of
That's a
degeneracy.
legit question.
I don't know if I can get behind that, and I'm a goddamn degen. But I appreciate the commitment to being a degen.
All right, guys. You wanted to know, Derpy, what about yourself? Any thing on the messages before we do move along?
Don't tempt me. I will pull them out.
Okay, no, not that. I like how Derpy has a 7-second delay, like a radio station. And the thing is, like, he doesn't need, it's like we don't have a delay. That's literally how that plays out. It's like you talk to Derpy.
The camera's a little bit delayed. So.
His brain, it's like a diesel engine. You gotta get warmed up.
Right. You can't just get in and gun that thing. You gotta.
That thing's not 0 to 60 in 0.2 seconds. It's 0 to 6 in 5 hours.
Yes, and it's a good. The Derpy is not a bad thing. It makes you wonderful in who you are. Keep up the great work. Let's go here to Jen. Like she says, so blessed to have my Steeler fam. Love you all, Jen. We love you as well, and we are glad to hear things are on the up and up for you, sister. Tyrone says this guy's Jeremy's 5 catches, 90 yards. Again, we are doing overs and unders today, so keep those ideas in mind as we do get to that point near the end of the show. Overs and unders tonight. Mike Vegas says this. You see the ump missed 18 calls yesterday. He needs to be demoted to AAA or fired. Tyrone says, you can't guard number 17. Jamie, what's up, brother?
Ryan.
He says, yo, Derpy actually showed up. Yeah, what's up, Derps?
I was just going to say, you're talking about overs and unders. I was going to say money and more money.
Money and more money. All right. Hey, let's continue on. Hey, Derpy's killing it.
That's the profit for the NFL is basically.
Derpy's doing what Derpy do, baby. Let's go right here. Jamie, I do want to say welcome back to the show. Great to see you, my man. I know that you're ready. Lindsay said, who is 17? Bernard, I believe, is who he's talking about. I think Tortilla says Derpy killed the video star. Derpy killed the video star.
I understand the reference.
And who else?
I understand that reference.
Oh, you do? You like that?
W comment.
Do you know that is the song, the original song he's talking about, the song that he parodied to make that title? It was the very first song they ever played on MTV.
Yep.
I know that for a fact.
Do you know the band?
No, I forget the band.
The Buggles, the Buggles, in that song.
That was actually the last song to play as well on MTV.
Absolutely right. You're right. Sharp as a whip you are, Derpy. The Buggles, Video Killed the Radio Star, the very first and last ever song ever on MTV. Let's fucking go. That's right, Jamie. Great seeing you, brother. I'm glad you're here. Kevin Bernard is 17. Vegas, again with the 17. Vegas also says this is King Derpy pimping himself out. Derpy, I think Aunt Peaches actually pimps him out. But Derpy, a little insight on who pimps you out.
I pimped Derpy out.
That's
no comment.
I pimped Derpy out.
I've come to accept that 7-second delay. I've come to accept it.
It's the camera. I'm telling you.
All right. Let's go here to Bingo. He says, in my mind and in my car. That's right. Blondie's rap was garbage. Listen, I like Blondie, Vegas, but that was some terrible rapping that she did. Because don't believe me, go look later. And again, I just recently realized that she did rap, and it's not good. But I like all of her other stuff. I just don't think that she did a great job at rapping. It sounded very, very, very how it would have sounded hearing a white person rap in the 80s and the 70s is exactly what it sounded like. So
she has 3 to 4 good songs, and then
she does.
One day she thought rapping would be a good idea.
I like Blondie. I always Deborah Harry was her name. Let's go right here to Somber. There it is. Sent to hiding. I love it, baby. It's not the duty, but you know what? What the hell, right? Lindsay says, where is your Steelers shirt, Derpy?
That is a good question.
Derpy emojis.
I'm repping my alumni because they got a scrimmage tonight, Ryan.
Do they play tonight?
High school football's next week, so I'm
high school
pumped for that as well. So
Right around the corner, guys. Bingo. Bingo says, oh, fuck yes. Peaches reference football season is officially here. That's right, Bingo. You nailed it. You know it's football season when the Aunt Peaches conversation starts.
Oh yeah.
Let's go to Jamie. Says Tyrone. Also, Derp. Got maybe a friend of yours on the board. Dasher
sir.
Heat. Welcome to the board. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you here. Friend of Derpy's in the house. We'll try not to embarrass your friend too much, or he'll try not to embarrass us too much. Who knows what the hell is going to happen as we get ready for this football game. Derpy, you have a game today, is what Vegas is asking you on the board.
No,
yes.
I do the stat. I help do the stats. I've been doing them for my alumni for like 15, 20 years.
That's
with
awesome.
My dad.
Man.
Last year I helped with the filming with the team mainly. So we're gonna be good like we were in 18 when we went to the championship, but we'll see how it goes.
Well,
And
that's awesome.
Why, they have a scrimmage tonight, so that's why I'm mainly wearing it.
And that is Girard High School, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
The Indians, correct?
Yes.
All right. Good luck to the Girard Indians. Sending out mad luck to them. Hopefully they could do what they did last year and have some success, guys. Go Girard. Let's go here. B Smiles, what's up, dude? Great seeing B Smiles back in the house, my man. Welcome back to the board. Welcome back to the show. Fantastic seeing you here as we were preparing for the Packers tonight. Not so much. We're preparing for ourselves, is the way that I look at it. Because, again, it's irrelevant. We could win this game 43-0, and it wouldn't mean 2 cents to anybody. So at the end of the day, I think that we're very excited to see what it is that our team could bring to the table, what our rookies can do, what our free agents can do, what the new faces via trade can do. At the end of the day, guys, I'm not really, again, I wouldn't care if we won by 40 or lost by 40, but we are super excited to be back at it for sure. And, of course, we are super excited to see my man B Smiles in the house. Hope things are going good for you, sir. Dasher Hart says we love football. And is this somebody that you know personally, Derpy, Dasher?
Yes.
Okay.
I know him online. So.
Okay. Well, fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, great to meet you, Dasher. Great to have you here. Tyrone with some Watt emojis looking good. Again, Lindsay as well. Dasher, again, great seeing you. Cody says, Vegas, would you take the Steelers at plus 2.5, plus 2.5? I'm sorry, no way we lose to them by that much.
Goddamn D-Gen.
Somber in the house with the teeth looking good there. Finchy teeth on the board. Great to see you, my brother. I know that you're ready for some games. Let's go here to for the game. I'm sorry. Let's go to Vegas. He says, I don't bet on preseason. Cody with Finch's teeth. I love seeing Finch's teeth on the board. It makes me laugh every single time. Steel Buckeyes. Here we go, boys. That's right. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the board. Great to see you, Steel Buckeyes. B says this. He says, how many TV subscriptions are you buying to watch the game this year?
That might be game ball.
That is game ball, because what a stupid thing. I hate this. I just can't wait till they get to the next step, whatever it's going to be.
Because buy every individual game you want to watch.
Exactly. You can't possibly make people buy all these streaming apps just to watch a game. It's crazy, right? Right?
It's insane.
Like, how are they even getting away with this? We love football, I guess. That's how they do it.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers. Let's continue on. Let's go right here. Let's go to Steel Buckeyes. Back to him. He says, Will Howard about to ball out. And I hope you're right. I do hope you're right. Again, we're going to talk briefly a little bit about both of the young men. Derpy, of course, the Will Howard, the Ohio State guy, and Mike over here to my right. He is a Penn State guy, and Drew Aller is his guy. So we'll talk a little bit about this, not too much, because, again, Mike, nothing can be figured out until they step on the field.
Yeah.
And guess what? Today's the day that we're going to see that. So we won't get too deep into it, but we'll get final thoughts on how you guys feel about your quarterbacks. Welcome, Steel Buckeyes. Let's go here to Tortilla. Damn, I didn't know Girard was an Indian. And you know what? My high school also, Derpy, was an Indian as well. Let's move forward here.
Mine was a kiln.
It was a what?
A kiln. A big-ass kiln.
Is that for pottery?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we just scrimmaged you last week, Ryan. I mean, Mike.
Derpy, I haven't.
I know you don't care, but the one
I have no school in high school.
Could you go with the conversation for just a second, Mike?
I'm sorry.
His team played your high school. How did now that was a scrimmage as well, obviously, right?
Yes.
How did that go? Did you guys whoop them?
We just whoop them.
All right. Mike, you obviously don't care, so let's move
I
along.
literally do not care.
Let's go here to Somber. Somber says none. Stream East is free, 99. Cody says this. I have them all. All NFL Plus, NFL Sunday Ticket, Paramount Plus, Peacock. So far,
Well, that's great for you, Cody.
everybody to Cody's house. Come on, hop in. Lindsay with the 6-7 on the board, Mike. Lindsay throwing up the 6-7 in the house. Thank you so much, Lindsay, for those jewels. Always appreciative, of course. Lindsay. Cody says, Somber, you streaming on Discord tonight? Tyrone says, Mike, Mike like that ain't my guy. Let's go here to Joey. Joey says, Lambeau Field. I don't disagree. I mean, it depends on what you mean best. Some people don't like the old stuff. Some people like the more up-to-date stuff because people are from more up-to-date times now. But me personally, I think that Lambeau Field is wonderful.
I think it's the best atmosphere. From when
The atmosphere,
especially when it's like really cold. It just speaks football. It's like it's the definition of football. When it's really cold and snowy.
No, it's if you love old time hard nosed football. I mean, I'm sure you're probably going to like it. And again, I do like Lambeau. Vegas says mine was a Warrior. He looked like the Redskins mascot, just with a light blue and red, with light blue. And my high school was red and blue as well. Cody says Pop Houston chose LSU this morning. He is a high school sophomore. He put up 817 passing yards and 8 touchdowns in one game. Were they playing us? Like literally us? Let's go here to Joey. Joey says Steelers suck. So do the Bears, Seahawks. The Seahawks have just won the Super Bowl. And the Vikings and the Lions and the whatever. Let's move forward. 6 says this. Mikey says, what do you call a fudge packer? Fudge packers fans balls. Mud flaps. Somber says like, can. Lindsay says you suck. Meth streams too. Tortilla with meth streams. Spell Steelers. Lindsay says also. B says this. What will you eat for pregame meals? That's a good question, Mike. I think we'll both be at the studio. What is dinner looking like today for?
I have no idea, to be honest with you.
Mike made a meatloaf yesterday. It was pretty good. Pretty good meatloaf.
It was fucking fire.
Let's go here to Cody. He says, hell yeah, we'll talk about it on Instagram. Ryan, Derpy, Mike, guys want to watch the game? Yeah, send us links. I mean, of course, if we're available, we'll certainly swing by and check it out. Steel Buckeye said this, no doubt, long time coming for Will. I don't have a lot of taste for Drew. He's too green for me. I love Will's leadership leadership mentality. Tyrone says this. He said that's why y'all paid Watson like a wide receiver 1. Vegas says we have the El Dorado Sun Devils. That seems to do whatever the Arizona State Sun Devils do uniform-wise. And these last couple, we're going to get back to topics right here. Tortilla says, I'm going to eat cold pizza and drink cold beer. And you know what? If it's in your area, you might want to stop by and get some Duquesne Pilsner, guys. Delicious beer is available in 6 and 12 packs at Giant Eagle and wherever cases are sold. We people at Duquesne Pilsner always do good by us, so we just ask to do good by them. Perhaps you are not a big beer drinker. That's okay. Swing over to their social media, hit the follow button, hit some likes. It'll certainly make them happy, guys. Duquesne Pilsner always on tap here at the studio, Mike, for whatever event comes along. Made right here in Western Pennsylvania. That says on the can, grab a Duke.
Grab a Duke.
Grab a Duke or you'll become Joey Steelers fans.
There you go. You don't want to be Joey. Couple more and we're going to get back at it, guys. Cody says this. He says, me and Steel Loyal going to shotgun a beer. Tyrone says, yeah, stock up now so you don't leave at the half and we lose. True, you got to get in your seat. Don't forget, you got to get in your special seat. You know, the one that you're in when they score touchdowns. And then when you get up and go to the bathroom, they give up stuff. So again, remember, guys, it's preseason. This is why we're bringing it all up. Got to get that back your lucky seat. Tyrone, we did get that. Vegas says Vanilla Thunder's favorite food and singer have the same name, Meatloaf. Made a hell of a meatloaf. I gotta be honest. Made a hell of a meatloaf. All Guinness over here. Still Buckeyes said, let's go, Jen. My daughter was a cheerleader in high school, and their fundraising was a concession stand at Lambeau Field. Every week she wore a different Steeler jersey. That's my girl. See, that's why we love Jen's granddaughter so much. because those things are easy to do here when you're in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But to do that in come on, that's pretty awesome. Good for her. I grabbed a Duke, and you weren't there, Mike. Tortilla says.
He feels betrayed, Mike.
I'm always there for a Duke with you, Tortilla.
Vegas says that's hilarious. That Jen. Lindsay says yes, Tyrone, you got it. What time we getting on? And finally, Jen says right, Vegas, amazing. Let's talk a little bit about some of the problems. Let's talk about some of the problems, guys. So apparently this past week, Mike, there was issues, more than Coach McCarthy wanted to see. And again, this is when you would expect to see them. Us as Steeler fans were kind of spoiled in a sense that the first week and a half, 2 weeks was nothing but good news. Then late this week, Mike, you get a little bit of news. Middle of the week, Mike McCarthy is just observing that there's more mistakes than usual, and he's not too happy with it. Mike, false starts, botched exchanges, bobbled handoffs, miscommunications on routes. It really goes around the horn. Mike McCarthy says that they are just a little higher than normal, the amount of mistakes. Mike, and I'm going to point out one person because this one person was pointed out in the particular article I wrote. Fatanu, who only had one false start all last year.
Yeah.
Fatanu had one false start all last year, Mike. He has been making the same crucial errors. Also, Fatanu had multiple false starts, and then it was replaced by Broderick Jones in the most latest practice, Mike, to block TJ Watt. So, I mean, these are number one reps. And there's no doubt in my mind that Fatanu is going to be number one on the left-hand side. But let me ask you this question. Perhaps some of these mistakes, Mike, is the offensive line just trying to come to their new position. Yes, Fatanu played on the left side through college. I understand all that stuff, but nobody is in their position that they were last year. This whole line, with the exception of the center, is different in a sense. Perhaps this is where a lot of these penalties are coming from and mistakes at practice. And two, does that mean to you that we're going to run into some issues? Of course, we're going to learn tonight, but to you, does this mean we're going to run into issues with this offensive line? Again, the whole line, it's different than it was last year with the exception of the guy in the middle.
Yeah, this is something like if you don't get cleaned up, you can see it snowball.
Absolutely.
I was looking through all the pre-snap penalties for the past 10 years. There were times where it would go from year to year to year. It just snowballed and you couldn't stop it. And then there's other years where, like last year, we were the fourth best in the NFL on pre-snap penalties. Like you said, Fatanu had one all of last year. So it's something they can rectify. I think yesterday we talked about it a little bit as well, and I think my point was kind of like what you said. Guys are flip-flopping sides. It's a new system. They're trying to acclimate to that new system. Practices are being ran different as well. They're like, it's hurry, 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 hurry. So are they rushing it a little bit in that sense to want to get the reps in to, not disrupt the flow of practice, shit like that? But what's going on in there? What are they thinking about while this is happening? Because everything is brand new. That's why tonight, that's why I said earlier, I want to see how they do out there, because it's been harped on all week to these guys. Get your shit locked down. We cannot have any of these procedures that are going to set us back. So that's what I want to see right there. But I think it, like you said, Ryan, it's a lot of things rolled into one.
I do too.
But it's something that should be able to get rectified.
Most teams are having these problems right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's magnified to us because it's our squad. We follow this team 24/7, and at the end of the day, these are issues that every team has at the beginning of camp, because you got to touch up on your fun. You got to take off the rush. You have to. These are human beings. I don't care if you played till you're 43 or if you're 23. You got to get in there and sharpen your skills, and it's human nature. Derpy.
I will say, when I was down at camp, this was the big issue. Our defense was beating most of our line, most of the time, to the quarterback, whoever was in. But that's the inexperience of different positions, like you said, and it'll get better.
It'll certainly improve. I mean, you hope so.
It can't get worse, can it?
But at the end of the day, Mike, if I was going to guess a position was going to have a little bit of issues, it would be the 99% different offensive line
Yeah.
that's in different positions and different players than last year. So again, if these are some of the issues, that's good. It's nothing that's outside of that box. It ain't things that we thought were going well. I do want to just jump in with Joey here real quick. Joey, we did not lose to the Dolphins last year. And also all these teams that we lost to that were easy to beat. Who did you beat in the Super Bowl again? You get that Lamar. Who did Yinz win? Oh, that's right. Yinz didn't win it either. Joey, we got 6. We were just taking a couple years off. We'll be back, baby. Green Bay does not have that many. I don't even recall 4 or 5, whatever. But I'm not real sure where you're going with the false information. But that is that. I just wanted to jump in and say those things. I seen some things that weren't correct there, so I did want to jump in. But no, Mike, you're 100% right. Let's get to some topics, guys. Let's talk about this. All right. Did anybody catch this? The Harrison, Joey, and James, of course, their podcast, Mike, Debo, and Joe, when talking to TJ the other day, and again, I think that Lindsay actually went crazy when she thought that she missed it or thought that TJ wasn't coming on. This was said, Mike, at one point when TJ mentioned that to Debo that I've never won a playoff game. Debo was so thrown by this that his response was literally, holy shit. Mike, Derpy, Board, we are so due to win a playoff game. And I think that we're going to do it this year. And I think we're going to win multiple playoff games this year. I truly, honestly do. Mike, Derpy, for TJ Watt, does he have to win a playoff game at some point in his career to be considered, after his career ends? And I don't want to say, I don't think he has to win one to go to the Hall of Fame. But, Mike, would it certainly, what kind of a difference is it by him winning a playoff game and not winning any playoff games if, in fact, it plays out either way?
It's huge. It's huge. It's like a huge part of the legacy of the Steelers. You're part of a franchise that, the first franchise to win 4 Super Bowls, the first to win back-to-back twice. You have a litany of Hall of Famers. So, yeah, like postseason success, it does get held against you here, whether you won a Super Bowl or not. Like Marquise Pouncey was arguably one of the best centers in football, never won a Super Bowl. Same thing with DeMarty Dawson. He's in the Hall of Fame, never won a Super Bowl. So it kind of puts him behind Mike Webster, and Dawson might have been the more skilled player, but I know it's
debatable.
More skilled. When I say that right, it's like this type of margin. Yeah. It's barely. It's like.
I mean, Webster played for a million years. I think that's what also gave him an edge.
But yeah, like it's like you're like literally, probably like splitting atoms at that point. But I was just kind of using that for the argument. Like someone might be a better player, but hey, what did you do in the postseason? Where are your Super Bowls? That's going to elevate a player in fans' eyes. So yeah, like him and Cam they gotta get that monkey off their back.
Does Cam not have one either?
No,
he has one, but because he was a rookie.
Well, you're right.
Yeah.
He was a rookie on the team that lost to Green Bay, and he really didn't do anything.
Well, I mean, be it as it may, though.
He was that the guy at the end of the bench getting the championship trophy. But
absolutely.
But but outside of that, no, he doesn't have any in just watch. So it's part of your legacy. And now, if you were like an Arizona Cardinal, people wouldn't give a fuck about it. But you're Pittsburgh Steelers. It matters.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, Derps.
I was just gonna say, I feel like he's got to get more than just one win in the playoffs. He's got to get a ring regardless. But that's just me.
For you, I mean, for a personal,
at least for top 10, being a top 10 Steeler all time.
Well, here's the thing: for being the Steelers,
got to get a ring.
If he goes through his whole career here, and again, it's been a minute now, and to say that he has no playoff wins, it just looks really bad. It just, again, this is the longest period of time in the Super Bowl era that the Steelers went without winning a playoff game. So something's got to give here at some point. Again, law of average says at some point we have to win in the playoffs. But I think we did a lot of good work trying to not leave any stone unturned, certainly this offseason, filling positions all the way up until last night. Elandon Roberts, Mike, where I was really, really worried about the middle of this defense. A lot of people were telling me this is the strength, this is the best part, the defensive line. But those 2 middle inside linebackers scare the hell out of me. They just do. until they prove that they can consistently shut things down the way that a thumper can in the middle of the field. They just worry me, Mike. Bringing in Elandon Roberts yesterday with this latest signing, I think goes such a long way, and I think more than people even actually realize that it does.
Yeah,
I really like that move last night, Ryan.
I love that move. I seen him. He wasn't signed with anybody. I thought, why in the world? Why aren't we getting somebody like Elandon back? Again, he's a thumper. He knows the locker room, and he was just under Patrick Graham's defense just last season. So
He
at
knows
the
how
end
to
of the
read
day,
defenses, which is what we struggle with.
we got to be able to do the things in the middle of the field. And you know what? I think that it just improved, Mike. I think that I'm more confident now than I was yesterday.
Oh yeah, downhill thumper, and not afraid to do the dirty work, not afraid to take on the blockers, to free someone else up to make the play. And from what I read too, a great locker room guy.
Yeah,
just like a great guy to have on the team and to like keep everyone, just that glue guy, who's also a damn good player.
He was a Super Bowl champion. What do you expect?
And again, also Mike and Derpy with listen, beyond those two, and again, there's questions about both of them. I'm talking about Queen and Peyton Wilson. Beyond that, let's just say one of those two question marks do get injured. Now you're trying to replace him with either Malik Harrison, with Cole Holcomb, or again Carson Bruner. So I love the Elandon Robert move. I love it. Let's just get Joey Porter on this team and get ready for some football, guys. It all starts tonight, 7:00. We have 4 hours and 23 minutes. So kickoff again, guys. If you are heading to the stadium, there's cashless. There's no cash anymore. So either prepare before or when you get inside, go to the FedEx window ticket in the Great Hall and they'll sell you a prepaid card so you could use it. Acrisure Stadium is no longer, they don't have cash. They don't use it. It is cashless. So just keep that in mind, guys. Gates open at 5:00. The lots opened at 2:00. So if you're on your way down, get down there, get your beer, get ready for the big game. Again, just a little over 4 hours kicking it off in game 1 of 20 guaranteed to us. I'm thinking this thing goes to Valentine's Day this year. So I'm thinking 23 or 24, just depending on how it plays out, Mike. But again, game 1 of 20 today. Green Bay, we waited for this for months. Here it is. There's no longer a countdown. It's literally hours away.
I can taste it. I can
taste it too.
That's
Let's go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish your thought. If we do got more to...
It's gone. It's gone.
All
Literally, the taste is out of my mouth now.
Let's continue. Let's go right here to Lindsay with the TJs and the Vanilla Thunders. Always looking great on the board. Let's go. She says we love rings in Pittsburgh, Joey. Let's go to Ty. Ty says, and you guys lost to the Browns, tied with the Cowboys, the Panthers, the Ravens. So there you go. Put that right next to your Lombardi. Let's go here to Vegas. He says that is a disgusting fact. You know what? I missed one. I'm going to go right here because I know the answer to this. I didn't look it up. However, I do know the answer to this question. Vegas says, what current head coach has more rushing yards in the NFL than Bo Jackson? I do know this question. Anybody else want to give it a shot before I do tell you who it is?
Harbaugh.
This was a trivia question throughout the season last year. Derpy, you have a guess. Which coach has more rushing yards than Bo Jackson? Mike says Harbaugh.
You broke Turkey's brain.
You did.
He changed his delay to from 7 seconds to 24 seconds.
It can't be Harbaugh, can it?
It's Jim. Jim Harbaugh has more rushing yards in his career than Bo Jackson did. So just interesting. Again, Jim Harbaugh, more rushing yards in his career than Bo Jackson. The length of their career certainly played a role in that for sure. Let's continue on. Let's go right here to...
You forgot about the cheating too, Ryan.
What's up?
What? Nothing.
Cheetos. Vegas.
Cheetos.
Lindsay says this. He said, how did Debo... I know. How did Debo not know that? But I think also somebody else said they're probably just playing stupid. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't know. I don't know. But, of course, TJ has never won a playoff game in the pros.
Notice how we dropped Notice how we drafted him in 2017 and haven't won since 2016. Just saying.
Somber says, "Is this a Butt Packers fan?" There it is. I knew somebody was going to bring it back to life. B Smile says, "This I need them to win a playoff game so bad. I'm tired." Me too, dude. Oh, me too. They're just due. They're so due. And I'm getting tired of hearing fans talk about it because listen, this team is good enough to win a playoff game.
100%.
But I'm right there with you, brother. I really am. It's time. It's time. Lindsay says this. No, he's still going to the Hall of Fame, and I think he will be a Hall of Famer, of course. Lindsay, he's done amazing, has amazing numbers, and that certainly is what it's all about when it's all said and done. For the Hall, Vegas says I think he's just acting surprised, which is more than likely the case. Somber says this. Well, Matt, fucking Canada, and Smith trash. Tyrone Sean says I believe that this defense has the right players to win playoff games, and I agree. And again, still improving all the way till this point. Bringing back Elandon Roberts is big, in my opinion. Tyrone says, so glad E-Rob is back. Yes, me too, man. It's huge to me, in my opinion. I think it's huge. E-Rob won't get knocked out, but bye, Henry. You know. Yeah, he'll do it. Him and Spillane. Remember him and Spillane? They just had these hard-ass heads. Head-to-head with Derrick Henry. Like, it's nothing. I mean, I love bringing E-Rob back. I love it. Love it. Let's go right here. Tyrone says, bro, we play football tonight. Holy shit.
Right.
I agree. The moment I woke up. B, right here too, brother. I'm glad that E-Rob is back. I truly am. I think that is such an improvement to that middle of the defense, of the inside linebackers. He just has a nose for the ball, Mike. He puts his hat on the ball. He's a thumper mentality. Mm-hmm. It's something that neither of the inside linebackers possess, in my opinion.
Yeah, and that's why the son was perfect, man. He's a compliment to both of those guys, whoever's in there. He's still a very productive player. Had I think 90 combined tackles last year. Still had 6 tackles for loss. Still has a nose for the ball. And still willing to do the dirty work. He's exactly what we need this year.
And I think he's still only 31 years old. For some reason, I was thinking
31,
that he was older.
32, yeah.
For whatever reason, I was thinking that he was older. He's not. He's only 31. So again, I love the E-Rob move. I was so thrilled when I seen this, Mike. And again, just get us our cornerback right. We're going to be in good shape. Things are looking good. Let's go here to Ty. He says, hot take tonight, Howard, 14 for 21, 180 yards and 2 touchdowns. That is pretty hot. We'll get into the quarterbacks in just a moment. Also, we have overs and unders today. We got a lot to get into still. Don't go anywhere. Sean says, I got my beers. Let's go. That's right, baby. Again, welcome back, Sean. Great to have you here. Bingo did guess correctly when he says Harbaugh. Vegas says his brother didn't know. John Harbaugh. Maybe I'm just jumping back in on the wrong part of the conversation. If I am, I apologize. B-Smile said this. McCarthy stated that the offensive line was having issues. Team was being offside. I hope they fix that issue. And again, like I was telling Mike earlier, B, I mean, this is a problem that most teams have at this point of the year. Preseason game 1, this is where the mistakes are made. And we were pretty spoiled because Mike and Derpy, I think it's been nothing but good news for the most part since the JPJ and Jalen Ramsey news.
Yeah.
Day 1, minute 1. Since there, it's been a lot of good news. So again, maybe this is just kind of getting blown out of proportion. But again, we'll see if they make those adjustments.
Yeah, and hopefully they get it done, man, because this is the kind of thing that can snowball and derail not just an offense, but an entire season.
Absolutely.
Your offense cannot get on track.
And again, early, Mike, if you don't take care of this, nip it in the bud. Now, let's say early in the season, if you lose a game or two that you weren't supposed to lose or you should have won because of mental errors, now you have to make up for that somewhere. Because we are totally in a position to win a lot of games out the cut. If we could win early and then face that tougher part of the schedule, I think that would be ideal. You don't want to lose games early to a team that you should have beat. And again, these mental errors a lot of time is how that happens. You see a better team lose in week 1 to a team that's not as good. A lot of times, Mike, it's mistakes and mental errors. It's not being outplayed, getting outplayed.
Yeah, it's That's what it comes down to, man. Up here, baby, up here.
Absolutely. Vegas says, I would remind my brother every day of that. I think he was talking about John and Jim, perhaps, because, of course, Jim Harbaugh does have more rushing yards than Bo Jackson. It's true. It is true. Somber, 4 hours. Yes, my friend. It is only 4 hours, 15 minutes. My man, I know that you're excited. I know that Somber excited, Mike, all the way from Los Angeles, California.
Oh, you're always excited.
Somber is always excited.
From Indio.
From Indio, not Los Angeles, just outside of Los Angeles. Let's go here to Tyrone says KJ 12 carries, 80 yards, 1 touchdown tonight. Vegas says got rid of E-Rob, then immediately needed a thumper at inside linebacker. I agree. So this is why
Fuck you, Malik Harrison. You're supposed to be the younger version. Did not work out.
Yeah, that's certainly the case. Tyrone, I can't believe that was your first message in GC today. Let's go to Jen. Can't wait to see offensive in the middle of the field. Yeah, for sure. Seeing that offense go to the middle of the field. Absolutely. Tyrone, I had to. Chris, what's up, dude? Great seeing Christopher as well on the terrible board today. My man. This guy knows how to spend a vacation. I got to be honest with you. He went to Pittsburgh for camp, and he never left. Who knows? Chris might be moving to Pittsburgh. Just kidding. But again, all the way from South Florida, Mike. This guy knows how to enjoy a vacation.
Fuck yeah, he does.
Love it. Always love seeing Chris in the house. My man. Let's go here to Somber LOL. Bingo. Does the fan or DVE have pregame? I do believe DVE will be carrying the pregame tonight. 102.5 on the dial. Excuse me. Let's also go right here to Ty. Yeah, we should have never got rid of him in the first place, and I couldn't agree more. And I'm happy to have him back. Guys, we are getting into the overs and unders shortly, but I don't want to go beyond this point without having one final word from both of you. Mike, Derpy, these guys are both your quarterbacks. We have a football team that we all love. The two young men that are fighting for some jobs are from both of your favorite schools that you've loved forever. Derpy, Will Howard, Mike, Drew Aller. Final words on this, because again, tonight, there's no more speculation. There's no more guessing. There's no more wondering. We're going to see it play out. When I said 3 months ago, this is the stupidest argument. Nothing is going to get solved until they get on the field. Well, guess what, guys? 4 hours and 12 minutes, they will be getting ready to go on that football field. All the speculation is done. All the questions, all the guessings, all the rumors. Last conversation right here on the Two Dumb Yinzers between a lifelong Ohio State fan and a lifelong Penn State fan. What is your final thoughts? It doesn't have to be debate. It doesn't have to be argument. Just your final thoughts. And again, this is the end of it, guys. We get to see it play out real time in a little over 4 hours from now. I'm going to start with you, Derpy. Derpy, your final thoughts on this Drew Aller, Will Howard experience to this point?
Like I've been saying, we're gonna have to see if Drew can progress in choice making under pressure. I mean, he has the arm strength for sure. We've seen it all off season in the camp, and he really every time I saw him at camp, he basically would they've been saying he's been struggling under pressure with the small 5 to 10 yard stuff, but with the flashy stuff like deep passes, he's been on point. That should be a thing to look out for to see how he progresses within the 5 to 8 yard stuff. The other thing is Will Howard. I want him to do good, but I think Drew has him beat at this point.
Why do you think that? I just want to know, because one guy won a national championship, the other guy didn't know how to play quarterback out of college. I'm just curious on why that's your opinion.
His arm, Drew Aller's arm strength.
Okay, fair enough. Is that it?
Yeah, that's about it.
All right, Mike, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback off right there about the arm strength. That's what I see with Will Howard. He does not have the strongest arm, but does he have adequate enough arm strength to make all the throws a pro quarterback's going to need to make at this level? I'm not talking about the deep bombs. I'm talking about the can he hit the outs quick enough,
Right.
fast enough? Can he anticipate enough to compensate for the lack of arm strength? I want to see how well he can operate a West Coast offense, because the thing that he has over Aller is the decision-making process right now. He's one of those guys when he's coming out would to thrive in a offense where just get the ball out quick, be the facilitator of the offense. I want to see if that is going to carry over, and how is he going to play just overall, because he hasn't played in 2 years. I want to see that. And out of Aller, the growth and development from the end of last year for his college career to now, because the mechanics that you're seeing coming out of camp, it's night and day. I want to see him just keep growing and progressing, because this is a redshirt year for him. Like, the goals for him are not to play, or not to be the starting quarterback this year, is to continue to grow and develop and hit those, like you're saying, Derpy, the easy shit. We know he can do the shit that wows you. I want to see if he can start making good, smart decisions with the football.
All right, guys, there you go. Fair enough. We're going to close that chapter. Derpy, if you want to finish any statements.
I guess I think Aller has more ceiling, but I think Howard has the leadership side for him.
Fair enough. Again, there's not really much else to say. Just again, personal opinions. Again, we'll wrap that up. We'll close that chapter. That is it. From here on out, we learned by seeing, and again, that's what it's all about, guys. We waited all off season, since at least from the draft. This has certainly been a conversation, and of course, he's not fighting for his job there. It was just kind of the way I was building up the conversation, Somber, because of both these young quarterbacks still have not played a single snap in the NFL. So again, it was just the way I put the segment together. Yes, he's not fighting for his job, but that is how it is going to play out. There's been so much argument, debates, and everything is off season. Who's better? Is it going to be Drew? Is it going to be Will? So that is why I did go that route. But there you go, guys. We're going to close with that chapter on the book. We're going to start finding out tonight. Again, as it breaks down, Mason Rudolph will get to start. He'll be in for the first couple series. The second series will be followed up by Will Howard. Will Howard will be in for the remainder of the first half, and then Drew Aller looks like they're going to be giving him the second half. So again, a little bit of a surprise to me. That's the way it played out, but this is what we're looking at right now. So guys, in just 4 hours and 8 minutes, the Packers and the Steelers will be lining up to play one another. 10 till they'll be doing the names. They'll be announcing the lineups. I'm sorry, and also if you are heading to the stadium, do not forget, guys, it is no cash. Do be prepared. You can get on acrisure.com for any kind of additional details on the matter. But if you do have cash and you go into the stadium with that, you're going to have to go to the FedEx ticket window in the Great Hall to buy a prepaid card. So that's just what you're going to be dealing with. That's going to be the reality from now on. And I just want to remind anybody that is, in fact, heading to the stadium tonight for the game, it's no longer cash. It is cashless. Acrisure Stadium is cashless. Derby.
I was just gonna say, that's interesting that you say that Howard's first, because I thought I saw Aller was going first.
And you know what? That's actually debatable, because on the board, this was something we talked about earlier. Some guys on the board heard the same thing, that Aller was going first, and then Will Howard would get the second half. And we, through 3 different sources, are seeing that it's the other way around. So again, if we're wrong, we didn't intentionally give you wrong information. Yeah. But it's going to be one or the other. It's going to be Mason Rudolph first and the other 2 guys. So whether it be Drew and Will or Will and Drew, that's what we got on the bigger picture. Yeah, Derpy.
I was just going to say, I mean, I threw this idea out there too. You can use both quarterbacks in different situations. If you just toss Rudolph off, I don't know, maybe do deep passes, medium to long passes for Aller, and within the red zone with Howard, because he can run better.
And again, everything that we see, we're going to be learning new. Everything. But that's a new team. No, you're right. You're new team, new coach, new system, all new tonight. We're going to be learning about our team. It's the first time in almost 20 years there's been this much new with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, we're all going to be learning a little bit tonight. Let's go here to okay, right there with the Drew. Yes, absolutely. Isn't fighting for his job. Tyrone says, bro, I want to see Aller for real. I want to see how he does. Right here to Cody. Cody says if Drew can not throw crazy interceptions, and I'm going to make a point right here because I think it's something Somber said is a good point. He says you could have all the arm strength in the world. If you can't hit a 10-yard screen pass, you have serious issues.
Right.
And this is what I'm watching from Drew Aller tonight.
Right.
Again, arm strength is all I hear. But again, the very little footage I've seen of Drew, I've seen him miss a whole entire 6x6 net. So again, this is
I
why
did see that.
they participate. This is why they work to get better. And this is why we tune in to see the answer to all these things. But I agree with you, Somber. Let me grab Cody here, guys. We do have over and unders coming right up after we do get through the messages. Cody says Howard might rush for 90, followed up by Somber. You can have all the arm talent in the world and still make the worst decisions. Christopher says this is time to prove it, rookies. How bad do you want to be a Steeler? Leave it all on the field tonight. That's right.
Go.
Somber says, yep. Cody says Howard doesn't have the arm, but he could run better than Aller. Tortilla says Mark's mom is no cash too. Mark's mom is no cash too. Lindsay says, yeah, we're not seeing old bug-eyed Tomlin doing nothing. Let's get into some trivia. Not the trivia, but some overs and unders. And then I'm going to ask for predictions, but I don't want to score or who you think's going to win. Just think about that for a couple minutes. We're going to do predictions after these and overs and unders, and it's not going to be regarding any score or any team winning, just more on an individual level. Let's get into some overs and unders, Mike. What do you say?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go, guys. Back at it. We got to get ourselves back in shape as well. It's been quite some time since we did our overs and unders, several months. So we are also in preseason mode. And Bingo, I couldn't agree with you more. That was a classic mom dig. That was really good.
That was great.
Who was that anyway? Said that about Mark's mom. Is that
Tortilla?
All right. Let's go back. One more here. Let's grab Sean. Sean said this is where the training wheels come off. Let's go. You're right, Sean. You were right, brother. Let's get into some overs and unders. Here we go. Derpy, I'll start with you, and then I'll go to Mike, and we'll continue on that path. All right, Mike? Derpy
Let's
first, and then you wrap it up. All right, so right here, overs and unders. 1.5 interceptions thrown by a Steeler quarterback tonight. 1.5 interceptions thrown by a Steeler quarterback tonight. This is all of them. This is Mason. This is Drew. This is Will. 1.5 total thrown by a Steeler quarterback tonight. Over or under, Derpy?
I want to say over so bad, but I think I'm going to go under.
Well, there's no money involved here. I mean,
no money. Okay, so I'm going to go under.
I can send you 25,000 more dongs if you would like, but that's not about the money. Okay, so what did you go?
Under.
Oh, under. Michael, you next. It is 1.5 interceptions thrown by Pittsburgh Steelers quarterbacks tonight. Over or under?
I got Mason Rudolph out there for 2 drives, and I got Drew Aller for a half. Give me the over.
All right. I'm seeing on the board, I heard Tyrone saying under, Somber over. Tyrone Mason will throw 1. Cody says over for Aller, possibly Mason also. Vegas says Sorsby took the over. Bingo says over, unfortunately, and Sean is saying under. Guys, let's get to the next topic. Derpy. You know what? I'm going to switch back and forth. Mike, you go first this time.
Yeah.
I don't know if that may help a little bit. Let's try this, guys. On the over under right here. Let's go. 1.5 pre-snap penalties by our offensive line. 1.5, because it's been heavy lately. So I'm thinking it's either going to be really improved, they're going to come out and do their thing, or it's going to be a mess and a bit sloppy. Guys, 1.5. Tyrone is saying over, and I'm talking about pre-snap penalties on the offensive line. Derpy went with over on that, Mike. 1.5. What's your thoughts?
I'm gonna go.
It was Derpy's turn. It took him 15 minutes. When it's not,
I know, right? When it's my turn, just say each one's my turn. We know.
Yes.
Derpy is going to be Troy Fatanu and jump off sides. So I am also taking the over.
Everybody's going over on the board as well. Sean's going over. Double's going over. Somber's over. Cody is under. Let's go to Ty. He's over, and also Bingo Winchester over in the first quarter. He says this goes down, guys. Let's move on to the next over and under for the day right here. All right, we ready?
Ready.
Roman Wilson, 4.5 receptions on the day. In my opinion, this should be an easy over. But again, Roman has been Roman before. We couldn't figure it out, guys. 4.5 receptions by Roman Wilson tonight, over or under?
Over.
Go with Derpy. Okay, Derpy, you say over. Somber says over. Tyrone says over. Mike, what's your thoughts?
Under.
Under 4.5 for Roman. 007 is saying over as well. Again, you would like to think with all these quarterbacks, we're going to see some throwing, and the more experienced receivers, even the guys with no experience, Roman Wilson and Jeremy Bernard, they're your higher receivers here. So again, at the end of the day, you'd like to think that these guys are going to get some throws. Everybody's saying over except for Mike. You did go under on that. This is going to take us to the next one. B Smiles is saying under as well. He does agree with you, Mike. Everybody else so far says over. Let's go. Aaron Jade is saying over. Tortilla is saying next to, whatever the hell that means. Somber says this. Well, if he's only playing a couple of series, maybe under. If he plays more, and that's it. We don't know. We do not know. Mike is saying under. Everybody else saying over pretty much. B Smile is also saying under. Guys, brings me to the next one. Jeremy Bernard, 5.5 receptions. Jeremy Bernard, 5.5 receptions. Over or under? Jeremy, 5.5 catches tonight. Start with Mike.
6 catches. I'm going to go under.
Under. Tyrone is saying over. Lindsay is saying under. Chris is saying over for Roman, but Brandon Smith will have more receptions than him. Ty saying you can't guard. You can't guard Jeremy. Double O saying under. Somber says same thing as Roman. Derpy, over or under? Jeremy Bernard, 5.5 catches, and we don't know the extent. That's what makes the challenge hard here. Will it be 5.5? Under or over? And you're going under. Yeah. Bingo went under. Sean is going over. Give another second if anybody else does want to throw their question or their answer up. We will head into also the next one here, Mike. We're going to talk to the defensive side of the ball as we do continue. All right, looks good. Here we go. Under for Jeremy. Got that from Chris. And then also Ty is saying, I think Bernard will play in the first half. I'm hoping. I'm sure he will. Let's continue right here, guys. We're going defense. Defense causes 1.5 turnovers tonight. The defense will cause 1.5 turnovers tonight. It could be fumble. It could be by way of interception. Over or under, Mike, I'm going to start with you on this one. Our defense causes 1.5 turnovers tonight against the Packers.
Excuse me. I'm going to take the over.
Going over on that?
Going over.
The board's agreeing with you. I'm seeing Ty. I'm seeing Lindsay, Chris, Somber. Everybody's agreeing with you. Derpy, I'm going to come to you. For the defense, 1.5 turnovers caused tonight. Our defense on their offense. 007 is saying under. Everybody else is saying over. Derpy, what do you got?
Over.
You're going over as well. It's going to be a nice game for the turnovers for the Steelers. Jack Sawyer strip sack. It was Ty saying Somber said our second team defense might get more than 2. LOL. Hey, we'll take it. We will take it. Let's get to the next one, guys. Staying on defense. Nick Herbig, 1/2 of a sack tonight. Nick Herbig, 1/2 of a sack tonight. Derpy, I'm going to start with you. Is this over or is this under? This again is Nick Herbig with his new contract, mind you. Does he have a sack tonight? Or it could be even as well. He could have a half a sack. So you could go over, under, or even on this one for a half sack.
Over.
All right, you're going over. And you know what, Lindsay? If he's not, of course, this would be annulled. But I would assume that he would. I would assume that he's playing off the new contract and everything. I would think. But let's continue forward. Let's go here. Everybody's saying under. Somber's saying under. Probably won't play much, and that's what I would guess. If he does play, it won't be that often. Let's go here to Cody. Cody says Robert Spears Jennings interception, RSJ interception. Let's go down. Nick will not even play tonight. Do you know that to be a fact? And I'm just asking Chris because I don't know. I just would imagine they would play somebody from that 3-man edge group. And again, he just did get his contract, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him on the field. Let me know if we do know that for a fact, though. Let's go back up here. I like that energy, Tyrone. That was from Bingo. And also Cody. Cody says this: who will be out there in the second half? And we don't know. And that's what it's it's just fun, guys. We're not really splitting the atom and splitting hairs here. Let's go to Tyrone. Tyrone says this: I'm off. Let's go. Steelers are back. That's right, baby. You're done. Nothing else between you and the Steelers right now. Ty, my man. Thank you, brother. Thank you, as always. Let's get to the next one, guys. Next on the list, are we going to see a half of a belly celly? Guys, the belly celly, IA Black. Are we going to see a half, more or less, over or under? Over or under on the belly celly again tonight by YA Black? Over or under? A half a belly celly.
I'm taking the over.
Going over. Derby, what do you think on YA Black's belly celly? Is it going to be over or under a half?
Over.
Somber says over as well. OG Black is killer over. Got you on that. Lindsay wishes she was done for the day. It can't be too much longer for you, sister. It can't be. Let's go right here to Somber. Somber says this. He'll get him one at least. Cody says no. That was a legit question. Who is the other pass rusher in this? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's game one preseason. It's very hard to tell. Let's go right here. Bingo says two belly cellies. Sean agrees. He says over. Tortilla says definitely don't get under your belly celly. Carson Bruner, more than I think so, Cody. I think it's Carson would be next. Perhaps. I don't know. Jack Sawyer. I'm not sure. Jen says, I hope over. Hilarious. Chris says over as well. Did both Yins answer this one?
Yeah, I said over.
Okay. All right, guys, let's move to the next. Almost there. We're getting there. Two more. You ready?
Let's do it.
Over or under? Over or under? Points scored by our defense. I'm sorry. A touchdown scored by our defense or special teams. A half a touchdown scored by our defense or our special teams tonight. Over or under?
I'm going to take the over.
Going over on it. You think it's going to get done? Derpy, to you.
Under. A half a touchdown by either our defense or our special teams. Mike's over. Derpy's under. Tyrone's over on that. Probably Jam and Davis could. There you go. I would pull up the roster. They just put up the new one today. The new depth chart. So I mean, if you look on that, you could just pretty easily look. As a matter of fact, I might be able to do that for you. Let me go right here for 1 second. Defense. Watt, Queen, Wilson, Highsmith, and behind Watt is Herbig and Jam and Davis, and behind Highsmith is Jack Sawyer and also Julius Weshkoff. So those are the people playing directly behind him, or them guys. On the board, I'm seeing under by Sean, over by Somber, Cody over, Weegan touchdown. Hey, you know what? We'll certainly take that, guys. And finally, last one, and you hate to hear it, but you know what? We do it every year. We've been doing it for years. Don't you do it, Ryan.
A lot of times it turns into tragedy here on the show. Guys, so hopefully we avoid tragedy, but here we go. Last over or under for the day. Is there going to be a half of a devastating injury for the Pittsburgh Steelers? I'm talking to a starter or a long-term injury to any player. This has become a hated over-under part segment of the show. We do this again. Guys, a half of a devastating injury, which is either an injury to a starter or a long-term injury to any player tonight. A half. Cody, Tyrone is saying under. Mike, let me come to you. The devastating injury, one half. Is there going to be one or not?
I'm taking the over.
You're going over. There's going to be an injury tonight that we're going to be crying about tomorrow, basically.
Yep.
Derpy, your thoughts on this one? Devastating injury, one half, over or under?
I agree, over, and I can tell you who.
All right, let's hear it.
It's either going to be Pittman or a lineman.
Well, Pittman ain't playing, so
Pittman ain't playing.
Okay. Never mind. But definitely a lineman.
That's you don't want to hear that either. But there you go, guys. Bingo saying 0. Also, guys are still trying to figure out the third string linebackers again. You could easily you could really pull up the roster very easily, Cody. And again, it gives you all the guys right there. So until we're there, I'm not real sure, unfortunately. Cody says with our pass rushers. Also, Tortilla says, I'm calling it now. Aller will break his thumb. Sean says, this is a trick question. Jen says this, at least one Mark uses when Mark uses the Y, LOL, at least one when Mark uses the Y. Also tonight, under Cody is saying Derpy, you're getting the stink eye from Tyrone. I'm seeing on the board.
I'm sorry.
Also, a lot of Derpy with no shirts on emoticons. There you go, Derpy. Where in the world have you ever gone where people would celebrate you by pictures with you with no shirt on? Has this ever happened to you ever in your life? When people see you and they start throwing up pictures of you with no shirt and celebration. Have you ever had this? Is this something that always goes on with you in your life?
No, but I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Let's continue on. It never happened to me either. I'm just throwing it out there. You're light years ahead in some ways. Let's continue going right here. Vegas says, I think Bradshaw is going to get hurt in tonight's game. 007, Elandon Roberts, 1-year deal. My man, I love some of you, Rob. Cody says, is Corey Trice out there? Just kidding. Derpy, give us the belly celly. And then Cody, of course, with the Finch's teeth on the terrible board. Guys, there they are again. There's the Dirt Man on the board looking good, guys. Don't sleep on Lou Nickel. Lou Nickel's my dude, too. I picked up on that last year. Mike always kind of laughs at me, but the guy could ball. There's no way, no doubt about that. I think if he goes somewhere else at some point, he might have a career, but right now behind the guys, he's behind. It probably isn't going to happen here. Chris says it's true. Yeah, Derpy, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think the interesting part of this game is going to be RB3. The battle for RB3. Caleb or
it's a
Eli.
battle. Absolutely. Who do you like in the RB3 battle? I'm
like
leaning toward Caleb. I'm leaning toward Caleb. But
actually,
again,
you know what, Caleb, because he made a great burst at camp one, and it was pretty good. So I'm going to give it to Caleb.
All right. RB Summer says you mean RB4? Yeah, I guess it would be. Let's go right here. Lindsay, I missed what Derpy said. I'm not sure. Somber said he said a lineman will get injured. Oh, he said a lineman will get injured. That's what he said. Yeah.
Dirty bastard Derpy.
So Sommer's paying so much.
It's inevitable. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers. Come on.
Sommer's paying so much more attention than I am.
Last 10 years.
He really is.
It's been inevitable the last 10 years. Come on now.
It has. You're right. Cody says one of our offensive linemen is going to have a season-ending injury. Jen with the towel. Jenny with an I and an E. Lindsay, wow, shaking my head. Homer. Cody is guessing, of course. Travis Homer. Jamie's saying no injuries. And Lindsay's saying he's a secret Browns fan. His mom's a Browns fan.
But I was raised right. I took my dad's side.
That explains a lot.
His Aunt Peach is a Browns. Well, I don't know. She just really she's just one of these ladies that like to hang out with the guys, if you know what I'm talking about. And she just so happens to hang out with the Browns locker room. So, again, do what you want with Derpy's Aunt Peach is there. Let's go right here to Mike McCarthy is going to truck a DB. Let's go to Brock Hawkins. Brock, I do want to say welcome to the board. Welcome to the show. Brock is saying the Browns sweeping the Steelers. Sanders quarterback won by week 5. I know that they're throwing interceptions at record rates at Cleveland camp right now. But I do want to remind you, Brock, the Browns have not finished at the top of their division since 1989.
Yep.
I'm just throwing it out there. So if there anybody that thinks that the Browns' fortunes are going to be different, I'm just saying history tells you that I'm just saying. I'm not saying don't be hopeful for your team, but I'm just saying that's all I'm saying. Let's move forward right here with the Derpies on the board. Homer. Let's go to Somber. I'll laugh my ass off. Okay, Brock. Bingo. The lot lizards.
Oh, yeah, brother.
Tortilla says Brock has a poster of Baker Mayfield on his wall. Anytime they had anything that worked for them, they F it up. And again, to see Todd Monken up there freaking out now, it's truly great. Again, Cleveland, the gift that keeps on giving. Tortilla says Brock has okay. We got that. Michael Jen says that's the way your mom calls you when you did something bad, Mike. I don't know what you did, but you better watch it.
Jenny, she's coming with the energy.
With an I and an E. That's why.
Jenny,
that's why she's
Jenny's
mad at
gonna
you.
she's going to drive down here and like beat me over the head with something.
Mark Malone.
Let's go here to less than 4 hours, Aaron. I can't believe it, brother. It's finally here. Browns lost Tater and gained to Brock. Is Brock the new Tater? I don't know. We will see. Double O says Eli is going to have the edge for running back RB3. Mark Malone, he says this. Have they traded JPJ yet? Somber says 007. Stop listening to Charlie Batch. And finally, Tortilla. Imagine trading a potato for broccoli. What was that cat's name? Yeah.
I can't remember.
Broccoli. Brock Hawkins. Jenny with an I and an E. Look at him. He even spells it wrong. He's a menace. Look at him. All right, finally, guys, predictions. Mike. This would have nothing to do with the score, the outcome of the game, guys. Soft predictions. Mine, I'll start just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. I think if the Steelers are going to be ugly, if they're going to be sloppy, if they're going to be undisciplined, it's probably going to be early in the game until they shake the rust off. But I wouldn't be surprised if they come out and play just fine. I know, again, this is the time to make your mistakes early in the preseason, guys. Before you even play a game, mistakes are going to be had. Guys are off for 6 months. It's going to happen. I think that goes away fast, even if there is a little bit of sloppiness. I don't think sloppiness takes over. Number 2 on my list, Mike, I think both of the kids are going to look good. And I'm talking about the quarterbacks that we spoke about earlier, Drew Aller and Will Howard. I think that they're going to both play fine because at the end of the day, whoever does play the second half is going to be up against third and fourth team defenses and the second person, I think, as well. I mean, you're not up against starters. And again, ample opportunity. A lot of your teammates need you to get the ball to them to prove themselves. So I think that for what it's worth, I think that Drew Aller and Will Howard will both have a good day for the day. It's not going to blow you away, but at the end of the day, I think they're going to both have a successful night unless something goes entirely haywire and wrong. That's my pick or my guess right there. And also, finally, where is my last one? I think, and again, I said this is not going to count, but my last predictions, I do think that the Steelers will win. Mike, your soft prediction for tonight.
My soft prediction, we are going to be very impressed with the rookie class from top to bottom. I think they're all going to have good showings. You haven't heard much bad about any of these guys at camp. And so I think the ones that are going to play are going to look like they belong in the NFL.
All right. And I just want to say, Joe back in the house. There he is, everybody. The Packers fan. He says the Packers are coming for the toilet bowl. There they are, back going to the toilet bowl. Joe back in the house, my man, just busting your balls a little bit. Derby, I'm going to swing around to you. Same thing. Soft predictions again. Mine was this, a little sloppy. I think it's going to be okay, though. I think the penalties aren't going to F us tonight. I do think that both of the kids, the quarterbacks, are going to look fine. I think they're going to both do good, and that's going to be fun. We'll learn a lot about it. And also, I do think the Steelers will win. Your soft predictions for tonight, Derby.
My soft predictions. How many times are they gonna camera shot Mike McCarthy when something bad happens?
Yeah.
And the other one is, how many times will they throw an interception and then go shot to Mike McCarthy?
All right, so you're saying a lot. You're predicting a lot of shots to Mike McCarthy, possibly in situations where you would guess, hey, maybe they might put the old camera on him after another mistake. These kind of things. That's your prediction?
Yes.
All right, there you go, guys. I do want to say, Joe says Tom Grossi is the GOAT, and I got to say, I've never heard of her. Not real familiar with Tom Grossi, but there you go.
I kind of am, but
what's that, Derby?
I'm kind of familiar with Tom.
Who is Tom Grossi?
He's a big YouTuber.
Oh,
for the Packers.
See, Derpy, you have this thing called a microphone.
He's a big YouTuber for the Packers. Is that good enough for you, Vanilla Thunder?
Yes,
Oh.
yes. Now
Baldy?
we can hear. Now we can
No
hear
wonder
you.
we never heard of her. Okay, that's all right. Okay, let's move on to board, guys. Right here, let's go to the backups. Cody says the toilet bowl. Cody says also, I think that was to Joe there. Let's go here to Cody one more time. Parson ain't going to be back till week 7. Good luck. Let's come here to Mark Malone. He says Marco Rubio, Waylon Spears Jennings, and Fidel Castro have big games. There you go. There's Mark. Jen says, see you on Discord tonight for some trash talking. Cody says, I like that, Mark. And then also he likes Mark Malone, of course, the Big Johnson. He's always talking about him running hard. Let's go here to Matt LaFleur is winning a Super Bowl. Cody goes, Derpy's pauses are so long. So Somber says, laugh my ass off, road name dropping podcasters. Yeah, I've never heard of her, to be honest with you. Let's go here to Sean. Sean says this. When was the last time? No. So what are you guys looking for in tonight's game? I'm watching. What I'm looking for tonight, Sean, I want to see what the unfamiliar people were going to do. My rookies, my undrafteds, my trades. I'm keeping an eye open because, again, there's not a lot that you could take from this game going forward. It's more about the individual players and them guys competing for their spots on the squad. So at the end of the day, just watching a lot of the more unfamiliar faces and players on this team is kind of my goal tonight for this. Mike, what are you looking for in particular in this particular game?
Like right there with you, I want to see how well the rookies play up and down the up and down the line, because like I said, man, they've been all having good camps. Like really want to take a look at Rubio and Dalen Everett, because if Dalen Everett can be a legit lockdown guy, awesome. But if Rubio can be one of those guys that we developed the way we did Aaron Smith and Diesel back in the day, getting them in like 6th, 7th round, and then just become mainstays for years on the line, that's going to be awesome right there. Guy had some injuries in college. And before those, he was talked about a potential 3rd, 4th round pick. We can get him in the 6th. That he could turn out to be a steal of the draft. So players like that, I want to take a look at.
I like this. Joey's on here saying, when was the last time he's won a big game? And then Somber said, when was the last time you won? And Joey was like, in the 2011. So basically, what the hell kind of shit talk is that? And you got to remember, in that period of time, we were in 3 Super Bowls. So, I mean, for whatever Green Bay did, where he could say, well, it was 11 years, we were winning 2 Super Bowls and involved in a 3rd. So, again, I don't know where you're going with this, Joey, but it's still fun.
I love he just doubles back down to Jordan Love is the GOAT.
I know.
Jordan Love
keep coming back. This is great.
I like it. Yes. Let's continue. Let me grab some more here, guys. Ty is saying Love is a bum. Somber, yes, over a decade ago. Let's go here to Somber. He says over a decade for both teams. Did you really think that one out? And also, if you're thinking back in the day, we actually have more of those championship trophies. So again, you might want to think them out just a little bit better. Let's go here. When was the last time the Packers won a big game? Was what Cody asked. Lindsay said baby hands. Let's go here to that's why I wanted to come back. I did see right here. I seen that Robert was in the house. So I do want to say welcome to Robert, my man, Albright in the house. He says just a reminder: the best EST quarterback rating for a player in NFL history in preseason games is by Kenny Pickett, of course, and is true. Just to reiterate how important these preseason games are. Mike, almost perfect Kenny Pickett was in that particular preseason, but you've seen how that played out. Still a winning record in the regular season, but again, at the end of the day, can't always go by that preseason success, and nor should you go by preseason success.
No, you got to judge by look who they're playing against as well, the competition level. But for the guys, I want to see Drew Eller in particular. It's the mechanics in the decision-making process.
Absolutely. Tyrone, Love is a bum. Tortilla, my Viagra subscription gives me a soft prediction. Steelers win off an interception. I like it. Let's go to song. Not your erection is, of course, the Steeler prediction is what I like. Somber says this worst troll in YouTube history. Let's go right here. Let's go to Lindsay. Think Joey blocked me. You got to like these new people to hop in with all this stuff to say, and then when somebody says something back, they block you.
Yeah.
So again, again, still no issues. I have no issues with Joey. Let's move forward right here. Somber says, Cody, give him some lessons.
The next comment.
He
Right?
says, you can't teach stupid. And then Cody,
He's referring
yes.
to-
Jen says, I'm telling you, Packer fans are dumbasses. And Jen lives right in the middle of all of that disaster in Wisconsin.
We can't even speak right.
Somber says this. I think that's his way of trolling, though, Derpy. I think him spelling it wrong is because to steal something, obviously.
Gotcha.
Somber says these preseason games are very important for fringe players. Absolutely, it is their Super Bowl. You're right.
Yeah.
Steel Loyal, my man got his popcorn. Somber, good lord, go eat some cheese curds or something, guys. You know what? As we were kind of getting to time to wrap things up here, Mike. What a day! What a day this has been. I jump out of bed at the sound of the alarm. I'm excited. We had football today. We have Steelers today. We get to talk to Steeler Nation, be involved with just with all this, getting excited, talking it up, talking about it, Mike. And now in less about 3.5 hours, our Pittsburgh Steelers are finally going to be back on the television. And this is nationally televised, guys. It is nationally televised. NFL Network and local channels here in the Berg. So, guys, there's no excuse to miss the game tonight, Mike. And
I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm going to stay up and watch this game and go into work angry and tired because that's how much I love the black and gold.
And you know what? Starting at 7, I mean, it's going to be done by 10. And you know, you usually go to bed, what, 8 or 9 o'clock for your work?
Yeah, but I got to go in early tonight.
Why? Because you got to tell him there's a Steeler game. We can't do this
shit,
man.
My boss is a Steeler fan. He would understand, but I got to get shit done, unfortunately.
Don't even tell me he's coming in late because he's watching the game and making Yinz go in early. I've been involved in that situation.
Oh, no. He's going in way early. I don't think he can watch us snap tonight, the poor bastard.
Jen says they even photoshopped a cheese head on my dog, those fuckers.
We got those pictures somewhere.
We do have those pictures somewhere. Will Howard time, baby. Tyrone is saying, of course, that's his guy, OSU all day. Sean says Joey needs to go back to school. It's nice having you back too, Sean. Everybody, guys, thank you so much today. I knew it was going to be a lot of fun, of course, with the game tonight. We'll be back tomorrow at our regular time to break down everything that we see tonight. And again, it isn't going to be about the wins. It isn't going to be about the losses. It's going to be about the players, what we have going for us in the future, moving forward, and even immediately, guys. So lots to take away from this game, and winning is not one of them. So at the end of the day, that's what preseason brings us. And again, we'll cover everything from top to bottom about tonight's game will be talked about tomorrow. We'll get into that and so much more, Mike. And then heading into another game in a week. So it's here, baby. Wheels are rolling. No two ways about it. Mike, why don't you tell everybody about the website?
Head on over to the2dumbyinzers.com. We got some articles over there. Don't forget, we got the links to all of our social media over there. We got the merch link over there. There's going to be an article tomorrow recapping the first Steeler preseason game. So check that out at the2dumbyinzers.com.
All right. Maybe even the Packer fan could stay in the house for the question of the day, because again, Mike, these are all been some kind of related to Packers and Steelers. All the questions of the day this week, the theme has been Packers, Steelers, guys, and that's not going to change. Today is about Aaron Rodgers. Put on your thinking caps. Put on your thinking caps on the board. Everybody at home, here we go. Question of the day. Mike, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, here we go. You paying attention?
Paying attention.
All right, here we go.
Derpy paying attention.
Well, you're both are looking off the screen, so I don't know. Question of the day. Here we
Twitter,
go.
bro.
All right, so you want me to what? You want me to hold up? Should I wait?
Yeah, I was.
All right, let me grab let me grab some messages while you play with Twitter.
How it is.
And then we'll do the question of the day when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? Here we go. Question of the day: Which team has beat Aaron Rodgers the most time in his NFL career? Which team has beat Aaron Rodgers the most times in his NFL career? Take a minute to think that over. We're live 5 days a week right here, Monday through Friday, 11:30 a.m., 3:30 p.m. every day right here on the Tube.
On Tube.
Question of the day: Which team has beat Aaron Rodgers the most times in his NFL career. Steel Loyal says definitely ain't the Bears.
Right?
Chris is saying Seattle. Not the Bears. Lindsay, guys, again, if you know it, if you have a guess, throw it up on the board. I want to know who beat Aaron Rodgers. Which team beat Aaron Rodgers the most since Aaron has been in the league? What's your thought process on the question, Mike?
It's got to be a team he played a lot. And obviously, you get the AFC North and all that, or the NFC North. We know it's not the Bears.
I'm seeing 007 saying the Bears. Tyrone saying San Francisco. Cody saying the Rams.
I'm going to go with... Jesus Christ, this is tough. Oh, man.
I got
the Vikings.
I got more not the Bears than anything else.
Yeah.
Victor says, did the Steelers coaches
down?
Mike, you're going to take the Vikings.
I'm going to take the Vikings, yeah.
All right, so that's your final answer.
Final answer.
All right, Derpy. Same question comes to you. Which team has the best? Which team has beat Aaron Rodgers the most in Aaron Rodgers' NFL career? One team has beat him more than any other team. Who is it?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. And is that your final answer?
Yes.
All right, I'm locking Derpy in. San Francisco. Mike got Minnesota. On the board, a lot of different answers. Bears, San Fran, the Rams, Seattle. Not the Bears, not the Bears, not the Bears. Abraham Lincoln, Cody says. Lindsay says probably the Vikings. That would be my logic. You would think inside the division, but that division is so weak. You would say, how the hell could somebody beat Aaron Rodgers from inside that division more than anybody else? Because Minnesota, Chicago, and Detroit are all pretty consistently weak teams. But again, Mike says the Vikings. Let's go here to Steel Loyal. It's got to be somebody in the division, so the Vikings would sound right. They've always had a good defense, and that's back in the AP days. Ronald said in the Packers division, it's the Vikings. It is overall. It's overall whatever team beat them. And let's get one more time, and then we'll get the answer out there, guys. Again, which team has beat Aaron Rodgers the most times during his career in the NFL? And I do want to say, guys, somebody does have it right. The correct answer has been told. It is true. The correct answer, guys, with 12 times beating Aaron Rodgers. 12 in 20 years. That's a pretty good percent. Is, in fact, the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings has beat Aaron Rodgers 12 times. Which is crazy to me, to be honest with you. But, again, if you're looking in the division, they were probably the best of the other three teams through all those years. So, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. And everybody started getting the Vikings all at the same time. So I don't know what that was all about. But anyway, it is what it is. Vikings did, in fact, beat them 12 times. Cody says Lions and Stafford maybe. Steel Loyal says, yeah, it sounded about right. So there you go. Minnesota is the team that beat Aaron Rodgers. And Lindsay, you are always correct. Once again, with the Thunders and the Ghosts.
She is always right. Who do you think, channeled the Minnesota Vikings to me? It was Ramsey.
I think it was the computer in front of you. With we're just going to keep moving along. Let's go right here. Let's get ready to wrap things up. I guess this is where we're at. Unfortunately, guys, let me jump back just a hair. I think I might have missed somebody. Derpy's playing Candy Crush.
I am.
Jen, thanks, fellas. Football's back, baby. Going to get a good look at JPJ's replacement, is what Mark Malone is saying. Cody talks to his girl while he's shitting on the toilet. Tyrone, hashtag pay Porter. Cody says 5 p.m. for me, 4 p.m. for Somber and Tortilla. Lindsay says this. She says, I will need to watch his pinkies from now on until the game so I can see him. And wrapping it up. Is that Dante Culpepper? He was a Viking. Absolutely. He was a linebacker in a quarterback's body. Dante Culpepper was a big dude. Still Loyal says Aaron Rodgers arrived at Actors Ford Stadium 3.5 hours before kickoff against the Packers in the first preseason game of the McCarthy era. Still somewhat unclear if Rodgers will play tonight. Sean says Vikings always play the Packers tough, and per Brooke Pryor with that information. Thank you for that. Guys, again, it's time to go. It's time to get ready for the game, Mike. Again, in just 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours, the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be playing football. Let's go to Cody. He says, I can't even think of who their quarterback would be in that era. The Vikings, they had quite a few different quarterbacks. I don't know who. Mike, you were the big Viking expert on this question. Who would their quarterback been through that era where they were beating Aaron Rodgers all the time?
Kirk Cousins for a little bit.
Okay. Who else? What about Dirt? No, I'm just effing with you, of course. Let's just move on right here. Let's go to Chris. Chris says this. You have to go take a nap. You'll need the energy to watch the game. Absolutely. We got to get our energy, guys. Cody says, let's go. Lindsay with the absolutely. TJ Watts looking good there on the board. I do want to say what's up to Control Your Vessel, taking the Packers 2.5 tonight. What's up, Control? Great seeing you back on the show. Ronald said, and just an FYI, Big Ben has beaten the Browns the most times of any quarterback. Of course, Browns Stains fans know this. He owned that stadium until Baker Mayfield came and started playing regularly. Of course, Ben played there only one time every year, and he owned the record at Brown Stadium for the longest time. Adrian Peterson single-handedly beat the Packers a few times. Of course, Adrian Peterson, it would be a good one to go with there. Cody says, wow, I forgot Kirk Cousins was there. And finally talking about a journeyman. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow at our regular time to get into this, to dig into this. So everything that we do see tonight, guys. So we do hope to see you back tomorrow as we do break this down and start to get ready to head into next week, Mike. But there are a few things that we do want to say before we take off for the day. I want to say this. I already talked about Duquesne Pilsner. Stop and get yourself some Duquesne Pilsner for the game. Delicious beer maker right here in Western Pennsylvania. And I did talk about their social media. And if you are online checking out their social media, check us out as well. We are everywhere. You can find us on Facebook, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, Threads, even TikTok. Check us out, guys. Hit the follow button. Keep up with what's going on with the 2 Yinzers on a day-to-day basis. And finally, if you haven't had a chance yet, do hit the like button down below. Hit the like button, hit the sub, share, leave a comment. It all helps, guys, pushing us out in the algorithm and being seen by more Yinzers in Steeler Nation, guys. Just to keep growing the room, we couldn't appreciate it more. Thank you so much. Mike, your thoughts today's show?
Banger as always, and I cannot wait to watch some football, see how these rookies are going to go, and can we clean up the issues on the offensive line that have been plaguing us all throughout training camp. I mean, these are the keys that I'm going to be looking for in this game that we talked about on the show. I can't wait. I can't wait for football.
I do want to say, guys, everything I just asked of you is 100% free. It costs nothing. Just hit the like, hit the follow, hit the subs, all that kind of stuff. The shares cost you nothing. But again, if you do want to be, if you want to join in the member, we have a membership as well. If you want to get a membership, it's $1.99 a month, guys. There's no commitment. You could cancel at any time. $1.99. It gets you all these different emojis you're seeing on your screen. We have Derpy with no shirt on. We have Vanilla Thunder. We have the Terrible Towel, our show's logo, all the catchphrases from the show. It's a lot of fun, guys. You can see that on the Terrible board. Jump on, grab that today. Again, there's no commitment. You can cancel anytime for the membership, but that is 100% different from the hit the sub button. Again, the sub is just like liking somebody on Facebook. It's just like following them. So again, everything is free on the show. We don't require any kind of payment of anything, but you can, of course, get the membership, and there will be things that we do add to it as perks along the way. So that is also an option for you. 31 days till the Steelers play the Atlanta Falcons, Mike, and it's just hours till they play their first official preseason game tonight against the Green Bay Packers.
I can taste it. I'm starting to salivate.
Derpy, are you salivating? Derpy, what's your thoughts? Final thoughts of the day.
Steelers by 100, boy.
All right, there you go. And if you are your Pittsburgh Pirates are playing right now, Mike, they are just about down and out. I haven't caught the score of the day. However, they've fallen to 58-64 in the division. They lost 8-2 to the Marlins yesterday, playing game 3 of 3 in South Florida today. Again, Mike, they seem like they're falling. They're falling fast, but they did do their job. They held us over till football season. That's all we ever ask of the Pirates here in Pittsburgh, and we got it done. So, again, all success right there. Let me grab a few more of these messages before we do take the I can't believe we're heading into the first game of the year, but until we get ready to head into this first game, guys. Let's go right here to where OD40K. I do want to say welcome back. Welcome to the show. Always great seeing you. He says this. Good afternoon, fellas. Been listening while at work 3.5 hours. Let's fucking go. That's right, ODK. OD40K. Always great seeing you, and I couldn't agree with you more. And thank you so much for the compliments. Also, let's go to Cody. He says, Steel, control your vessel. Speaking of former Steelers, did the missed kick against the Falcons in the NFC Championship game Gary Anderson? Yes, it was Gary. Back in 1998, the Vikings were 15-1. The Atlanta Falcons were 14-2. In the NFC Championship, the game to go to the Super Bowl, and sure-footed Gary Anderson misses the field goal for the 15-1 Vikings. They go home. The Dirty Birds and the Atlanta Falcons go on to play the Broncos, as the Broncos win their second and their back-to-back runs in the late 90s. Yes, that is true. And Randall Cunningham was the quarterback on that team. Let's go here. Pay ASJ, pay JPJ. Sean, the best '1 show ever. Good job, guys. Steeler Nation, stand up. Let's go.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, Sean. And we love having you here. We hope to see you back. Joey's even talking over there. He says, go Packers. The Steelers suck. Honda, my man. G, I hope you have a great day. Enjoy yourself. Salute the channel, the panel, everybody.
Oh.
Thank you, G. Have yourself a great evening, my man. And also, Jen, that's what I'm talking about, Derpy. Hell yeah, is what Jen is saying. Guys, again, we thank you so much. I want to say this before we go. Thank you so much to everybody for coming and hanging out, checking us out today. We appreciate each and every one of you. We truly, honestly do. We wouldn't do it without you. Thank you so much. I want to say thank you to everybody on the board. You guys are the lifeblood of this show. You always keep things interesting, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you to the terrible board guys. You rock our world. We hope that we can only do that back for you. And finally, everybody that's at home watching, maybe you're at the gym, maybe you're in the car listening, perhaps at work, just trying to get through that last pesky 18 minutes so you can get off and go home and start getting ready for the Steeler game, guys. We want to thank all of you, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll be back tomorrow, again, on our regular time to break into everything that happens tonight in game 1 of 20 guaranteed games for the Steelers this year. Game 1 of the preseason, guys. Green Bay at Pittsburgh tonight, 7 o'clock. 3 fucking hours. Let's go, baby. That's right, Tyrone. Again, let me just double check, make sure I ain't forgetting nothing here. That's it, guys. Episode 1014 in the books. Thank you so much. Anybody else speak now? Forever have your peace. Mike, Derpy, anything?
Let's go Steelers.
Anything before?
Let's go Steelers.
All right, there you go, guys. Again, thank you so much. We hope to see everybody tomorrow. Stay safe. That's the most important, guys. Ain't nothing worth losing your life over. If you have to get somebody to help you, get somebody to drive, that's just what you got to do, as long as you'll be alive to talk about it tomorrow. Besides for that, stay safe. Have fun, everybody. Enjoy the game. Mike, here we go, Steelers. Here we go, everybody, for the show right here. RB, Chop, Derpy, Finch, Mike, myself, the two dumb Yinzers. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.